So welcome back once more to our Lost Cub game, set in the beautiful, beautiful scenic Blue Ridge Mountains, in an ever so slightly less scenic place known as the Old Miller Place.
It's picturesque.
Okay, it's kind of
Leaf
picturesque.
falling down.
Yes, mostly that. And heinously overgrown. But, you know, it has potential, okay? It has potential. So much potential. It'll take so much work to bring out. But hey, it's so nice. And it's strangely populated for a place that is picturesquely falling down. And yes, so we have a handful of people running about the property, doing as they do. We will also, for the sake of argument, have at least one Becca and one Heidi running about the premises, doing how they do. And he's probably dancing around with the iPod head, like earbuds in her ears again. And presumably Becca has given up smacking things with a wrench, because it really did devolve to the point of just smacking it repeatedly with a wrench. And is helping drag in Deadfall. And I don't mean like carrying an armful of sticks and small branches. I mean literally dragging in massive fallen branches, some smaller fallen trees, and basically just kind of stockpiling shit for people to chop up when they're feeling froggy. Because more often than not, people have been feeling froggy lately.
Someone has already taken the hatchet away from Abigail. That was going to go badly.
Considering that he only bought full-sized axes, yes, very possibly.
But she was going to try.
She was gonna try, and Becca took one look at that wild swing and was like, you know, maybe you help bring in kindling.
Okay.
I'm gonna need some smaller shit anyway, it's fine.
Okay.
And yeah, well, just for the sake of antics, Heidi is not indoors, meaning that Lord alone knows where she is unless she's singing. But yeah, well, what's everybody doing, guys?
Bringing in kindling.
So helpful.
Chopping my wood.
Sage currently has a very small branch that like bifurcates to go ahead and like make a sort of like a divining rod, and he's holding his hands and he's like walking the premises. He's divining water.
What? Sorry. Either way, while everybody else is being useful, doing things that the house needs, Jane, however, is not. She comes out of her room after, you know, a horrific night's sleep. It's the middle of the day. Kind of, you know, hair, bed head kind of thrown backwards, hair stuck up on end. It's got like the few staggered steps. She was probably drinking the night before as well, because that's a great fucking idea. And just slowly makes her way down the stairs, looking like complete shit.
Morning, Princess, as Anton walks in with blocks of wood and just down beside the fireplace.
And Abby's just like scampering behind him, like dribbling bits of twigs everywhere.
Yeah, great. Hey, hi, great.
You look like shit.
That's a terrible thing to say to anyone.
You look like shit.
Oh,
Anton!
You know, I was going for the whole drag through a hedge backwards look. It's really in
very, very nouveau-ish.
Oh yeah, totally Vogue, totally.
Yeah, I could tell. It's that, you know, hipster, I'm too cool for this hair type thing as he's laying out bits of wood in the fireplace.
Oh yeah, you know, it is what it is. The guys love it these days, trust me.
Oh yeah, no, I can totally imagine you getting laid with that hair.
Oh, that's the idea. I don't want to get laid.
Yeah, no.
It's like
I've already been fucked, but I don't want to do it again. Look,
it's dry as the Grand Canyon down there. It's just, you know, there's nothing at all.
Yep. It's like a stench trench of just dryness.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I'd say more, you know, just Just nothing, like Sahara Desert.
Yeah,
Especially
you
when
just
you're-
you just open your legs and
That's
dust
it.
comes out of it, like just like a spray of dust.
Yep. Just dust.
Abby's just staring at them at this point, like, what?
The spray of dust. It's okay. You'll learn about it when you go through puberty, dear. It's fine.
What?
Pops a cigarette. He's
Hey!
not totally not laughing as he's walking outside. It's like,
I did! Like a year and a
Uh-huh.
half ago.
Oh, right.
that explains
Sage, for
the name.
his part, is just outside the doorway. He's got his little divining rod. He's like crouched down to the earth in front of the Miller Place, like front entrance. He seems to be snuffling quite a bit.
All right. Before any of this, right? Mama needs a coffee. Slow bumbling towards wherever the nearest place coffee is.
Becca, in her usual saint-like fashion, has brought a massive thermos of coffee. It might even still be warm, even though it's midday. It's a pretty nice thermos.
It's like the Yeti version of a. Well, actually, it's probably Thermos brand. Glass insulated shit.
He takes it. Like, you're a saint. And if anybody wants any of this shit, fight me.
I think everybody had some that was going to drink it.
Fight me.
It's like 2 PM.
At least time to start drinking again. Sips coffee.
I already beat you to it.
You both have very unhealthy dietary habits.
This is the first time I've actually been seriously drinking you, so wished.
She was right out the door, actually.
Sage outside.
You slip at the door. Becca's just staring at Sage. She's paused. She has most of a branch up on her shoulder, kind of hooked in, but she's paused mid-stride and is just watching him like, what in the actual fuck?
Abby like pops up over Becca's shoulder, stares at Sage too.
Sage does not like really recognize that he has an audience for quite a bit, maybe 30 or so odd seconds. As you go ahead and see him like take a handful of dirt from the earth, just with like his bare fucking hands, sniffs it a little bit, and then goes ahead and like lets it fall. And once he goes ahead and like turns around to spy the both of you, he just goes ahead and waves with his hand like dirty. You can go ahead and see the dirt like underneath his fingernails. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Pointing to Abby. Hey, daughter of water, can you help me a little bit
With the dirt?
with the water?
That's dirt.
I know it's dirt. He goes ahead and says, like, scratching as much of it out of his fingernails as possible on his jacket sleeve. But I'm trying to find the well that we get our water from.
Oh.
Turning to Becca. Do you know?
What, me? Nah.
I think I can probably just ask. We just need to get. And she kind of like makes a gesture pointing like sideways.
You could probably just
Gotcha.
ask Heidi if you can find her. She continues her path, slogging with this massive fucking branch.
I think she's out back somewhere. But I don't know.
All
There's an
right.
exceptionally helpful shrug.
She's just gonna go ahead and like wave on over to Abby, and sort of like trot over to the backside of the structure.
Yeah, go try and find Heidi.
Yee.
Give me an alertness check.
Key.
Great alertness or
Oh no,
Never
always
mind.
perception
Derp.
awareness.
I don't know why I even asked that.
Always.
I got nothing.
Look, Heidi's a ninja, or I wouldn't make you roll. By which I mean her hair's about the exact same color as the dead grass. And she has a tendency to hunker down in it.
Cool.
And thus it will be that it is Abby who spots the bit of movement and maybe a bit of the little white shirt between all the tall grass. Yeah, Heidi is out. Not far from the house, but she's plucked down and the grass is tall and currently she is not.
She's over there.
Sage is a little bit dumbfounded, looks on over at her in the direction that she's pointing, goes ahead and squints, goes ahead and shades his eyes, goes ahead and says, "Is she invisible?"
No, she's just in the grass. Come on.
Sage will follow Abby.
She kind of bounces over. Abby doesn't really walk. She bounces.
Does she frolic?
She might. But she always kind of bounces.
Jan has a headache, doesn't know why.
She doesn't sit still very well either.
All right, you bounce over, and yeah, sure enough, Heidi's there. I think he hates me, doesn't want to show me pictures. There we go. Heidi is there, plunked down in the grass. She actually has a fair amount of grass in her lap that she has begun kind of weaving and braiding, almost, like you do.
Apparently.
The little face pops up.
Oh, hi.
Sage was looking for the well. Do you know where it is?
It's over there.
Points.
Turns and looks.
It is not near enough that you can see it.
She's also not sure if they're looking for like thing that's like an above ground well or like one of them aquifers that people sunk a well into in your house that you can't actually get at. So the fact that there's something to point to is a step in the right direction.
So he's going to go ahead and look down at the Heidi. Simply say, "Thank you, ma'am." Proceed in the direction that she went ahead and pointed.
Oh, hey.
Eat.
I need some of your hair.
My hair?
Keep you safe.
Okay. She'll kind of like reach up. How much?
Just a couple.
And she'll pull out like a couple of strands and hand them over.
She does the same thing. Like, she takes it and very carefully, like, winds it around her finger for a moment so she's sure she can't drop it. Then puts her palm out at Sage, like, meh, gimme.
Okay. What's this for? He says as he goes ahead and plucks out a few hairs and just holds it in his thumb and pointer finger.
To keep you safe.
How will this keep me safe?
Because then Great Father Wolf will know who you are and keep you safe. Obviously.
Goes ahead and scratches his chin. Well, I do become a wolf, so I guess his great father was looking out for me. He goes ahead and is absent-mindedly holding it out, like where Heidi can go ahead and grab it, and him not really paying that much due attention to where his fingers are at the moment.
Oh, yeah. She reaches out and carefully pinches it, sticks it in her palm, and, closes the hand around it with the longer strands wrapped around her finger, and finally, like, fishes around in her pockets for a moment, pulls out a little pouch. And very, very carefully stuffs all the hairs in.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's that way.
Yeah.
Points.
Thank you.
Facing
Trod.
back.
Facing what?
Sometimes. Facing back sometimes.
So he's trying to understand. So in that direction, facing back sometimes.
No, they sing back sometimes.
They sing back.
Who's singing?
Oh.
She kind of shrugs. You're in the well.
Oh. Okay. I think I understand a little bit more.
And yeah, are you guys just gonna head off in that direction?
That's my plan.
Boldly move forward. Tidy, meanwhile, remembers that she has things that she has to do, and so as you two just kind of strike off into the woods that way, we'll begin to pull herself up, swipe off her skirts a couple times, and head back towards where Jane and the others are. Where Jane and Anton, one in the house, one sitting on the steps, and we'll scamper up and plot beside Jane. Hi.
Hi.
I need some of your hair.
What?
I need some of your hair.
Why do you need some of my hair?
Keep you safe.
Just the slow head turn to look at her with the overtired eyes, a look on her face of what the I just want to go.
The conviction is so real.
How's that gonna work?
I think Grandfather Wolf knows who to protect by who has hairs in the pouch. So if you don't have hairs in there, he won't know to keep you safe. That's how it works. Firm nod.
All right. Okay. Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Zip pulls hairs out.
Yeah, just a couple of strands. And again, she very carefully goes about the process of like winding it around her finger to get a nice little coil, and then pulls out the little pouch again, tucks it in there. And almost immediately, with an energy that is almost painful to see from someone who has gotten such shit sleep and is only just getting into their coffee, just like immediately bounces up and bolts off over to Becca to repeat the process.
Just kind of slowly looks. It's like.
And meanwhile, you see Sage and Abby boldly striding into the wild surrounding the house.
Hey, dickwad.
Stops mid dance, like, huh?
Tweedledum and Tweedledee going for a fucking walk.
Who? That puts the axe over his shoulder, looking over.
I'll give you 3 fucking guesses.
Looks over at Heidi. No, she's safe. That's fine. Sticks his head out. Oh, Sage. God fucking damn it. Come on. Let's go make sure the copperheads don't kill them again.
I mean...
Come on.
Say we didn't see them.
Looks over his shoulder. Do you want to hear them bitching that we didn't come and help? Do you want to listen to that nasally rasp? Because I don't.
I wouldn't listen to it. I'd leave you to listen to it.
Well, I'm just going to say that you... Well, I'll just set her on you and say that you decided not to come and left her behind.
Don't.
And you can deal with her nasaling at you.
I would... You did that to me. I would break your ankles.
Try me, bitch.
What did you just call me?
Yeah, you just heard me. He's walking.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I will leave you alone with the nasal.
Oh, no. You ain't getting off that easy. He just walks up to him. What did you call me?
Keeps walking. You
Hey.
heard me. Let's not play the cute game when they are about to go into the dangerous part of the woods.
I'll boo fucking who?
Oh, well, move. Push.
It's alright. I'll get you back
Well, come on.
when you
Sleepy.
least expect it. It's-
Yeah. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, great. Yeah. Oh, look. We're coming to the rescue. Yay.
Sage!
Sage.
Yellow.
Sage, no. Sage, but
Sage,
no.
Anton is yelling at you again.
He goes ahead and like stops for a hot second. Well, what's he yelling at me now for?
I don't know.
He's always
No, buddy, don't do that. Sips coffee.
Sage is gonna go ahead and yell out, "Yo, I'm over
Where you go?
here.
Where you going, Sage?
Not a
Huh?
Go to
fucking-
find the water.
What?
I'm going to find where we get our water."
Oh, for the love of man, I'm coming over here.
Can you just like stop shouting, please?
No, I'm gonna shout louder now.
Really? Are you trying to piss me off? Like, really?
No. I mean, everyone started shouting at me when I was hungover, so welcome to the club.
Uh,
Sage is gonna go ahead and hand his divining rod over to Abby and simply tell her, "Go ahead, continue. Get a little catch up."
She kind of looks at the stick, looks at him. Goes,
okay.
continues.
Sage, my boy. Puts his arm around him as he comes around the corner with the axe over his shoulder.
Sup?
What you doing there, buddy?
Like I told you, I'm finding the water.
You going to the well?
If that's where the water comes from, yes. But I don't think it's just gonna come from the well.
And you're taking Abby with you alone.
Eh? Daughter of water. You want to come with?
Alone. Yes. Pat
Then
Sage
let's
on the head.
go. He goes ahead and says and clasps his arms over your shoulder as we're going to fucking march.
Grabs Jade by the arm, pulls her in. Like, come on, buddy.
Look, we're going adventure! Yay! This is great.
Abby's still walking. She's kind of sort of holding the dowsing rod, but has absolutely no idea what she's doing. So she's just really just walking along with the stick. Like, this is...
Since you're in the lead, I'll let you have the first alertness check.
If my mouse works.
Maybe.
It was like, no.
Oh, well, a 10 will do it. Yeah. You're walking along. You are holding a dowsing rod. You're pretty sure this is supposed to do something, but it feels an awful lot like you're just holding a stick.
Yep.
However, actually, just for fun, throw me the extra dice for your spirit heritage because it's fun. Alas. Okay. I mean, it just.
I mean, it
cancels some
still
fucking
comes
die.
out in the wash. I
But-
still have my 10.
You still have your 10. Which means that eventually, as you're wandering along, kind of looking around, like, is this working? I'm pretty sure this isn't working. Is this?
This just feels like a stick.
We'll find something in roughly this condition. Maybe a little rougher.
oh.
It's more like boards pitched over it.
Oh dear.
It's pretty rough. Maybe a little wider than this one.
I
But that or
found
that is a
it.
very large bucket, one or the other.
Probably what, like 6 feet across? 4? That one looks freaking.
Say about 4.
4 feet across.
To Anton, she found it.
I bet you did.
Eh.
Cue the girlish scream in like 5 minutes, probably, as a copperhead probably comes out and like ambushes her again.
Shakes head.
It was better than Bill's. Bill's was far more high pitched.
Goes ahead and gives you a very, very discerning look about Bill and high pitched voices. Shaking it off. Gonna head in the direction of dear old Abby's yell.
I mean, you'll all end up in the same place. It does help that Anton knows where he's going.
Cheater.
She has set down the stick.
Good luck finding it again.
Walks
There's
over.
lots of sticks. Picked up the
Huh.
bucket, kind of staring at the bucket.
This looks like shit.
It's kind of rusty. I think we need a new bucket.
Really? He kind of looks at her with this like eyebrow raise, like it's not like it's been here for like hundreds of years.
He gets a scrunchy-faced frown.
Sage for his part is going to go ahead and like walk the perimeter of this little clearing, just taking it in for a hot second.
I mean, it's not as clear a clearing as you might like it to be, really. To say it was a clearing might be a slight overstatement.
It was a clearing 50 or 80 years ago.
It might have at one point in its life been a clearing.
There are some small 10-foot tall trees.
Yeah, very small 10-foot tall trees.
I don't
Oh
know how-
dear.
I don't know how we're gonna clear this place out properly.
Well, I'm not going to because someone won't let me use the axe.
There's a reason why.
Possibly someone very smart, actually.
do-
But
Do you want to question Becca? Because I mean, you can go back there and do it. I mean, I'm sure she'll be applicable. I'll even call her over here.
You should
I
totally do
did just
it.
say that she probably made the right call because I've never used an axe before in my life and don't have any idea what I'm doing and might have taken my
Do
leg off if I continue.
Do it.
Would chop my leg off?
Sips coffee.
All right, Sage. You're the
Mhm.
water guy.
I thought
I'm not the water guy.
Yeah, but you're Star Child water guy.
Shakes head.
she kind of shrugs like, oh, yeah, sure, why not?
Sage is going to go ahead and like take that bucket for a hot second and go
Bucket
ahead
is
and
a
like
hot mess.
The bucket is a hot mess. To say that
More
there are
rust
holes in the
bucket.
bottom imply that there is more metal than hole.
oh jeez.
Mhm.
That's
We'll probably have to buy a new one to rub his chin.
Sage is going to go ahead and try to look into the well.
It's
How
dark.
deep and how dark is this damn thing?
Well, you shove some boards out of the way because the like this thing's half collapsed and there are boards kind of slapped over top. So you pull some of them out of the way. It's not like they're nailed in place. And it is both deep and dark. Homie.
Yay.
It looks
okay.
like a pit of death.
Okay.
Much like the house looks like a murder house. It just doesn't look very inviting, really. Being a deep dark hole.
I mean,
Does
I've
it
seen the
smell
ring.
like water.
There's definitely not water up where you can see it, no.
Smell like water.
Oh, it would you like to check and see if it smells like water?
Yes.
You may do that.
Am I including my spirit heritage water?
Yes, you'll include your spirit heritage because I think it's funny. I feel it's very apt. That
Jesus.
definitely is some water in there.
Nice.
You can't see it, but you know it's there.
About how far down is it?
It's down there.
How clean?
Actually surprisingly clean. You don't get a lot of there's some mustiness from the stones that have been kind of moss grown and slightly plant grown and grown upon, and there's musty wood, but you really stick your face in there.
Just kind of
I imagine enough so to give Anton some fucking palpitations for a second, but it smells like there's clean water down there.
It's a ways down there, but I think the water's good.
Yeah, stick your head down further. I'm sure you'll fall in. That'll be great.
I'll do it. Totally do it.
Mm,
You're telling me there's no dead bodies on this entire fucking manor? This is
Not in the well.
this is fine.
Look over. You're looking in the wrong place if you're dumping them down the well.
People
Hey.
always put dead bodies in a well to poison them. That's a terrible thing.
Look, I ain't gonna question what people did 200 years ago. Look where that gets us. Way. Sips
All
coffee.
right. I'm assuming if you kind of stare at it, I'm assuming if we look over the other way, we'll be dealing with shadows and water again.
I can check.
I mean, they'll be over there. If there's dark like that, there's usually shadow spirits. And if there's water, well, surprise, surprise, water. It's what else is down there that concerns me.
Well, I can ask.
hold on. Maybe if I get a representative. Sage looks around. Is there water? A rope anywhere?
I mean, just nearby.
Eat.
I mean, there's a rope sort of attached to the cranky thing. That is not a rope that you would want to trust a small
Not with my
dog's
weight.
to.
No.
Not even a cat's weight to, really.
I have
Nah,
no
he-
intention of going down with the rope, but I have every intention of using the bucket with
It
the
won't
rope.
even hold the bucket's weight.
It
It's-
might.
Now, hear me out now, Sage. Perhaps we could go to the other side, all of us together, and actually figure out what's down there. Like, actually,
What is the
ironically,
rope
Abby
here?
said.
Okay, if you
Yeah.
think that's the best course of action.
It'd be a
Go ahead.
fantastic team building. I'm sure we'll all love it.
Can we get... He goes ahead and looks around. Do we have a reflective surface or a piece of glass, or would you have to go back to the house to go ahead and grab one of them?
A very good question.
I have an Axel just looks in the reflection of the axe he had because I never said he dropped it.
Can I use my coffee?
If you would like to open the coffee and carefully hold it still slanted so that you get a reflection, yes.
I mean,
But know in your heart that when you cross over, that coffee will be sacrificed.
Yep. I mean, more than the cup she's carrying, just kind of look into it. But it's like, oh.
I bonk against the gauntlet. God damn it.
What did you roll? Jesus.
My gnosis.
Oh, Jesus, ones.
Mm-hmm. Yay.
I'll totally sacrifice this cup rather than the whole thermos.
Can Abby have actually done something sensible for once in her life?
Very possibly.
Viz the side chat.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The ditzy little redhead just fishes in her shirt, pulls out a little like inch by 3/4 of an inch locket. It does not look like gold. It looks like somebody wanted it to look like gold. Pops it open. There's a little tiny mirror inside.
You can use mine. And then I can just use it last.
Oh, well, thanks. I'll go ahead and take the opportunity to use your locket. And Sage will go ahead and position himself. If you go ahead and show him a reflective surface, he will go ahead and use it as best he can.
She will hold it up.
Oh, good. So I don't have to crash down.
Nope.
That's delightful. He takes his time.
For moments.
It was on sale at Claire's.
Neat.
All right, other people gonna take the time, or what is going on?
What's the gauntlet out here?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. -1.
I failed. I gotta wait.
I will let you retry with the mirror. Or just take your fucking time, because I'm not going to make you sit here and wait a half hour. That's obnoxious. Whoop. And do remember that in this game, at least, while I know it's not a standard thing, you can just take your fucking time if you want to.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I managed to get across. Jesus, that was a struggle.
She just pops across afterwards, like
Bloop. All right. And in just a moment, I'll switch to the slightly potentially slightly less dilapidated. Oh God.
By the time Anton gets across, finally sees James like, oh, what the fuck is that? Oh,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh.
I had the same reaction,
oh.
but that's just that's
Pops Krynos.
that's whoa.
That's-
Sage goes
that's
ahead and
true.
tries to rush between them. It's just Jade, okay? It's just Jane, okay? She's weird. She's creepy. She's just Jane.
Wow, thanks, guys. It's real boosting my self confidence today. I'm loving it.
Eyes narrow a bit. Folds back down into Hamid.
The
The eyes
fuck-
still narrowed.
Huh? Huh?
Prove your Jane. Prove your Jane.
You're a dick.
Yeah, turns and says, yeah, that's Jane.
Yeah, yeah.
She just stood there naked as well.
That's just what a warm entity that would think like Jane would say. You know, under his breath as he's walking.
What was that? Huh?
Looks over. Pops sense worm. Totally does it.
Do it! You would be the second person to blow sense form on Jade. Oh, what a day.
I took Krynos in front of her and everything.
Yeah, you like pop Krynos, slowly shrink down, side eye the shit out of her, and sure enough, even to the side eye, she's clean. She's just ooky spooky.
That's like the best Halloween makeup ever.
That's not Halloween makeup. Abby.
I know that, but it still looks really cool.
Just up there, buddy. Pat Sage at the back
Everyone
of the
looks funny except Anton.
Me?
Anton looks like Anton.
head. Yep. Anton just looks himself like the normal one among you freaks as he's starting to like inspect the well on the Umber side.
Don't slip over Umberside. The well is, weirdly
Much
enough,
nicer.
things change. The clearing doesn't necessarily get clearer per se, but it's definitely far more alive, and everything that is grown around is far more vibrant. There are smaller plants around the well, and things seem a little sedate in the general area of the well, fairly low key. It is a little clearer, but everything else around you is wildly green and overgrown, even in fall. And the well itself looks newer for some reason. Looks like it's in much better shape.
That tends to happen, as far as Abby can tell. The lighthouse, the well, like everything just looks different. She just pokes her head down the well again. Hello.
And coming up in Spirit Speech, bubbly, happily talk is, hello.
Sage is unbelievably delighted by this exchange.
Oh, it echoes adorably and everything. It's fucking magic.
Is that it? Are we just saying hi?
She kind of like looks back at Sage, like, I don't know. What are we doing out here anyway?
Sage is going to go ahead and like pop his head over the rim of the well and simply going to go ahead and shout down, "Hey, could you come up here for a hot second? We'd like to talk to you."
There's more splishing and splashing. Like, we can't. It's hard.
What's stopping you?
It's dry up there. Yep, too dry. Too dry. Splish, splish, splish. Too dry.
Fuck it.
Hmm.
Spends rage and goes into Glabber and jumps down the well.
Oh, God.
As
He
you do.
literally jumps into the well. Jesus Lord.
This is. Oh, that. Oh, this is. Oh, that.
What are you doing?
that
AFK a second while y'all have reactions. Give me one moment.
that's,
Sage is going to just go ahead and like bring his hand to his ear and listen to see if there's a splash.
it's great. It's great. Break a fucking leg.
Don't break your leg. Why are you the way you are?
Whee!
I'm assuming that I'm gonna probably hit the water eventually.
I would assume that there's a giant splash.
Splash. Water.
Water
They're just
comes
like,
up a fucking
that's
iconic.
that's Anton. Please don't let him drown.
He's
Just
a
look-
friend.
You just hear Anton yell above. I have good relations with the water spirit. Stop your nannying.
Oh, he lived. Fuck.
Did we want to? Did we prefer a different outcome?
Who's a good water spirit? Yeah.
I wasn't rooting for anything. Goes to sip coffee. It's not there. Slightly disgruntled.
You need to stop drinking. It makes you really grumpy when you get up.
I do what I want.
Both true statements.
My point stands.
You guys coming, or am I just fucking gonna stay down here with these things?
Well, I was gonna get the bucket, but I mean,
Yeah, we thought we'd have like a small little talk with representatives of the water well spirits, but by bringing down the bucket delegation, since it's the emissary of plastic, or in
Okay.
this case, tin.
Or
Jane
you could
jumps
just-
in.
Yeah, you could just jump. Come on, Sage. You too, Abby.
how deep is it? I'm
It's
gonna
not
land on top of you.
You will be fine.
That's
You are
plan.
you're an entity of water.
Oh right.
How about this? Sage is gonna go ahead and grow into Galabro for a hot second, so he's got like claws and talons on his hands. I'm climbing down.
Nah, Anton made a valid argument. She's just gonna jump in.
We're doing the Goonies thing.
Apparently,
about-
yes.
This is about fucking time. He just sees Abby just descend down.
You're assuming that she doesn't land smack on top of him and break his neck.
I mean, Glabro will be fine.
Oh. Frank and Amy was here, says as he goes ahead and continues to climb down stonework by stonework.
There may or may not be at least one landing upon, but there will be no neck breaking, because that would just ruin my fun. And while it is almost impossible to see them, except you can see like little bits of light glinting off of them here and there's a couple of these guys bouncing around excitedly because there's people hanging out with them. Oh my god.
Hey, buddies.
You know, in retrospect, I probably should have brought the rope down as well, just so that we can get back out again.
Cold. It's cold,
Sage
Abby.
climbs
cold.
back up. Click,
It's cold.
click,
It's cold.
click,
It's cold.
click.
Climbing. Say it with me now.
Sage, roll me your athletics in whatever appropriate form.
Cool.
There's like moss and stuff, and it's wet. It's slippery.
Strength
cold.
or dex.
It's cold. Say it with me
Um,
now, Jane.
What?
I would normally say dex, but considering how heavy you are and the fact that you're relying on a grip with claws, we'll go with strength.
All right. Galabro bonus is +1 or +2.
Fuck if I know. Hold on. We click on a random person and scroll. +2.
+1. Oh yeah, +2.
All
Crimes.
right. Hey, 2 successes.
Yeah, you manage. It's slippery and it's obnoxious, but you do manage to clamber back up.
I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's a number reflection of that old rope.
I bet you it's much nicer.
There is definitely this lovely pail and a much better conditioned. Yes, it's a fairly strong, heavy rope to fucking pull it up and down with.
Is the rope or the bucket like animate,
No,
sentient? Okay. He's gonna go ahead and tie the rope.
It's actually a copperhead.
Oh god, yeah, and that's why we left.
no, the rope is hitched to the whole cranky mechanic doodad. But there is a hook on the end of the rope, and there is a bucket, meaning that
Alright.
you could readily just pull the rope down without the bucket, or you could click the bucket on and lower the whole thing.
I'll go ahead and clip the bucket on and yell down into the well. Geronimo! Toss the bucket in.
It hits Anton in the head.
Oh god.
Okay.
He'll follow shortly after.
Did you cannonball this time? You climb down. All of you. There are now 4 people in a well.
It's
Getting a little cramped in here,
a little crowded.
and there may or may not be like loud snuffling noises and a bare head.
I didn't realize
filling
Jane
up.
actually got in the well. I missed.
I think Jane got in the well. Didn't Jane get in the well?
Jane jumped in while Abby and fucking
Oh, okay.
Sage were kind of arguing. She was like, fuck you, I'm going. Yep, gone.
Well, all right then. We're all in the well except for Brother Bear up there.
I mean, it has gotten a bit darker in here, and there is
Well,
a distinct silhouette.
Come on,
Uh,
fatness, jump in.
Sage
I
is
don't
going to
think
go ahead and
there's
look
room.
up.
Why? I would crush literally all of you.
Come on,
Come on.
There's more water
Come
than
on.
that, but you might.
Come on, fatness. Come on. Come on, big guy.
There is no way I can fit in
There-
there with you.
He's not wrong, Anton.
Jump. Do it.
Nope,
Come on,
nope,
I,
don't
I
jump.
will literally kill you all.
We
Do
don't.
Hold on a hot second.
Sage,
Yes?
what are we doing?
Ask the water spirits where the water comes from, and if there's a way to go ahead and recycle the water that we use, okay?
And she just looks at the water spirits and goes, he wants to know where the water comes from and whether or not we can clean the stuff that we use so that we can use it again.
Oh, we come from everywhere. Noddle, noddle, noddle. Bobbles. So much head bobbling. There's splattering involved.
What about the water that goes into the big house?
She points in the general direction of the big house.
The water spirit looks appropriately in the direction at the wall of the well. So helpfully. Like, looks over at the wall of the well. Oh, that goes from there. Points down into the water with a sploosh as the hand goes into the water.
Need to be a bit more specific with your phrasing there, Abby.
Does Anton understand spirit speech?
He does seem to.
Okay. I was double checking. I hadn't clarified.
Yep.
What she was saying. Okay.
What do you got?
Fine.
Sage asks.
Nothing useful yet. Hang on.
He'll wait for the hot second as he's
Can you
like
show me?
holding the stones on either side of the well, looking up to Big Brother Bear.
Can you show me?
Yes! It like holds up both its hands, like making the grabby hand for her hand. Like,
Goes for it.
Hang on.
yep, it snags her hand. And sploosh.
Down they go.
Oh, down. It
Does
is
Abby need
dark.
to breathe?
At current, no.
Okay. That
Well,
is something that she would kind
fine.
of be like, I wonder if the.
Nope. Good. Excellent.
Yeah, you seem to be fine. That is a lot of water spirit heritage. I can give you this much in the fucking Umbra.
Swimming now is the best.
Yeah, you get dragged whoom, down. Like, it's like being pulled along by the strongest riptide you've ever felt in your life. It carries you down. Weirdly enough, it does not pull the others with you.
There's this.
Very pinpoint. But you get dragged down to a point where it eventually like takes your hand and mushes it onto where there is piping that is leading into the well from somewhere. But you definitely get like your hand mushed basically into the end of
So there's literally just a magic. Like there's a water main stuck into the. Brother Bear had to go pee.
so good.
In the woods. So there's just a water main stuck into the bottom of the well.
Yeah, it's apparently fed into the well, and you feel it kind of feed up the side. There's no telling how high it goes before it like actually branches out. But he literally drags you all the way down to the intake point, which is really down there,
Which is, yep, it's fine.
which is kind of appropriate, really.
Yeah. That is what she asked.
Excellent. Is there a way to take the water that comes out of the house and make it clean again?
Out here, it'd be a septic tank, I'm sure. Which honestly means that it just filters back to the groundwater and probably filters through all of the soil and back into the well. But
That would assume that there was a septic tank. So the spirit helpfully goes,
Yes. Oh, good. What is it?
You can't see the wild gestures it's making, sadly. You can kind of feel them, the rippling of the water as it flails around. We can do it.
Yay!
Yay!
You should
Flails
probably
more.
go back and tell everybody.
Okay. Grabs your hand, yoink. Blah! There's a similar, there is almost kind of a geyser effect as she breaks the surface again. Up with everybody. Just kind of comes up in a massive spray of water.
So it looks like the water main just hooks into the bottom of the well. And apparently they can clean the water for us. So that's good.
Interesting.
What do they want in return?
That's a good. Yeah.
I didn't ask. Hang on.
There's
Back
more
at the water.
beady little eyes going blink, blink, blink.
Yo,
What?
what do
Hi.
you want? Hello. What do you want in return for cleaning the water?
Like the exaggerated like thumb pinching that it's trying to do with its crazy melty face.
It's making weird
Hmm.
ripples.
It is. It kind of ruins the effect when its body kind of like ripples around every time it makes a gesture. Finally, little water spirit reaches up, grabs both sides of Anton's face. I never get to see the moon because I have to stay here.
All right, then hop up.
If we do the thing, we do the thing. Every full moon, you pull us up. Points at the pail that's dangling above, where Sage is like Spider-Man clinching between the walls. Like,
All right.
every full moon,
Extremely
you pull us
apt.
up so we can see the moon.
Extremely apt.
Yes.
Every full moon, we will pull you up.
We could probably put in a mirror too.
Yes, do that. I like that. Put it in a mirror. Flails.
Cool.
But pull us out where we can see the moon because we can't see it under the thingy thing points up at the cover for the well.
Like I
It
said,
helps keep icky stuff out though, so that probably needs to stay put.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Is still like grabbing the sides of Anton's face. Kind of dangling from his face, really.
Sage will go ahead and like yell down, "Yo, status check."
We're good. I think if we just get the boiler fixed, and by fixed I mean probably replaced because it had a really big hole in it, we'll have like a real house.
Okay. You want to
go
come out?
come on, off you get. Up,
You manage to kind of like carefully swat / pry / kind of wipe off a little water spirit, and he bloops back into the water.
Abby will offer gentle encouragement.
Yeah, he just kind of bloops back into
Also
the water.
damp cuddles, because
Cuddles.
Familiar.
Latch.
the water spirits, unlike basically everything else that she has run into, aren't like super anxiety inducing. So
That and their attention span is even shorter than yours. It's impressive, really.
But yes, so cuddles for everyone.
and then yes, the climbing.
Sage is gonna go ahead and like climb himself probably to the face of Brother Bear. So they go ahead and say, "Bill, just make room."
Bill slowly lumbers away and sits.
Anton climbs up relatively easy because perfect balance is a beautiful merit.
Yeah, you know who probably has a hard time of it? This girl.
Abby, apparently. That's a failure.
What's the
Oh
role?
dear.
Athletics.
Athletics. Beautiful.
Abby
Jen?
is slippery.
Or Dex?
Probably not helped by the fact that she's made of water.
Oh, it doesn't matter, actually.
She's currently made of water, and you start to pull yourself up and it seems fine, but as soon as you lose contact with the surface, oh my god, why are you so heavy?
Oh, bother.
I'm legit.
I might need a help with the rope. Sorry, guys.
It's gonna go ahead and call down. Tie yourself to the rope. We'll pull you up. Looking to Bill.
Or Anton as he butt wiggles up eventually. Or you could just learn how to climb.
You are a dick.
I am now
Ignore-
in possession of a rope.
Ignore the Lord of Shadows. He's a meanie.
She's
Sage's
just
gonna go ahead and like.
She will
once he
pull
does-
herself into the bucket. No, not quite. But
Sage is
Anton,
gonna go
hold
ahead
this
and like give over the piece of the rope to into Bob's mole. Excuse me, Bill's mole.
there's a crank, guys. What are you doing?
Anton will hold the plan. Whoa, 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 whoa. Climb.
Really a fucking time?
Does anybody look down the well?
I mean, Abby's still down there. so-
Mhm.
Because if you're looking over the edge, we've all seen the movie The Grudge, right?
Oh god.
Because I
Anton
feel like
leaned
it
in to
could
be like,
eventually-
climb!
No, I mean, he's like, Jane, but he's like, climb.
The response is the fucking grudge happens. Well, the ring happens, really, technically.
That's
Come
the
on.
one, Sorry, the Grudge. My bad.
Come on, climb.
I'm
You gotta learn how.
trying. It's slippery.
Well, learn.
I'm slippery. You're an asshole.
Doesn't matter. Learn. We're not always going to be here. You gotta learn how to
I have
make it.
them purify water right into your bed.
I'll leave you down here.
Sage is gonna
If you
go ahead
don't
and
climb.
turn to Anton and simply say, "She did good by talking with the spirits and solving our problem."
You just
She'll
said
learn.
you were going to leave me down here anyway.
Looks over. And what happens if you're not here and she can't climb out of a situation that'll get her killed?
We are a group. We work together to go ahead and cover what we're not that good at.
Well,
And he's grabbing the crank.
I mean, she is still trying. I don't know how many times.
Feel
I get
free to make
try and
another
roll
try.
this.
And as this conversation is happening, I don't like
Explodes out of the well. Lands on. Finally gets some traction.
She gets some traction and kind of flows up the wall in the weirdest kind of way, and like literally fountains out of the well with a sploosh when she hits the ground.
Anton will look down at her. There you go.
Dick.
You can hate me all you want, but I'll keep you alive.
Bill spits out the rope like, yeah.
Thank you, Bill. I appreciate the effort.
last
Next
but
time.
not least.
Next time, climb better as he steps over and starts walking off towards the house.
Yeah, Sage is gonna go ahead and give him a salute as he goes ahead and walks off. Wouldn't be the Lord of Shadows if he wasn't like that.
Bill lumbers away.
Sage is gonna go ahead and shake his head. Turns to Abby. Still, you did awfully good.
I know.
Okay. Okay. Just, you know,
So-
sometime.
Sorry. He's always a jerk.
Yeah, but, you know, he shrugs. He's been going at this a little bit longer than us.
So? It's not an excuse to be a jerk.
He will be as he is. And I've come to terms with that.
People can always be better. They just have to want to.
This is true, but you cannot go ahead and change what's in another person's heart.
And only getting one success to climb now, James. finally crawls out the top of the well, just panting. You're probably sweating if that sweat is
Abby will like kind of like reach down and give her a hand once she's within reach. Anyway,
You know
'cause the
what?
panting is probably pretty audible.
Oh fuck! All right.
I like to think that she bleeds black.
Yeah,
Probably.
Excuse me, sweats black.
Yep. It's just kind of like this. It's kind of like what's around her eyes. It looks kind of like makeup, for lack of a better term, but it's weird. This dark water, it kind of disappears when it hits the ground. She just kind of falls over the end of the well and lands on her back a bit.
So what are you the child of?
I was guessing moths, but maybe skeletons is more appropriate.
Yeah, great. Sure. This is fantastic. Whatever. You know, as much as he's a dick, he's right a lot of the time. So it's all really good being giving out fucking medals and shit all the time, but fuck me. I need a drink.
Didn't I see you walking around earlier with a full glass of a 2-liter glass bottle of wine, and didn't see you go ahead and walk around with half a liter and
Sage.
then nothing in the same
You are
bottle?
not helping.
That was yesterday. This is today. Every day's a new day.
Yeah, fair enough.
Learn to be better than you were yesterday. Every day's a better tomorrow. Fuck you. I need drink. Slowly starts picking herself up, crawling.
Probably need to go finish your coffee first and like some water. Although I'm sure you feel like you've now had enough water for the rest of the week.
Stands up, brushes herself off. Yeah, great. That was great. Fantastic. Woo, we did it. Team building.
Yes.
But no, seriously, he is right.
He can be right without being a jerk.
Then maybe the message might not sink in.
Maybe it might.
You know what?
Let's go find you some more coffee. Here, Oh man, I don't have my clothes again. Why does that keep happening?
Yeah.
You didn't keep the ones that we handed you earlier, did you?
Well, no, those were yours. I gave them back.
Okay. Well, just go ahead and go ahead and shift maybe half a second before the rest of us, so that you can be decent. I mean, like I said, I'm usually fine with being skyclap, but not everybody is.
Not so much, no. Okay, hang on.
And she'll pop across. And get dressed once she's there. And or not. Well, you said the veil was super thin.
It's thin and you have natural channel. You'll get across.
Sage, for his part, is looking over at Jane while they go ahead and take their time and simply says, "She did right. All right, right?
What?
Never mind, you're kind of out of it.
No, I wasn't listening.
She did all right.
I never said she didn't.
Okay, maybe I'm just talking to myself.
You know what? Sometimes you need a professional opinion.
You know what, Skelly lady? You are the most professional person I've ever met. Whew.
You have not met many people. Slowly just fades across to the other side.
And hilariously, for all your attempts to evade nudity, yeah, Jane pops out on the other side, fucking naked.
Yep, big butt nude. Doesn't even
dear.
give a shit at this point. It's like, yep, just.
For what it's worth, you come across and your clothes have been folded. The locket's set across one pile. The thermos is sat very tidily next to the other. The little cup has been screwed, cup liddy bit has been screwed back on. And I mean, you'll see Heidi frolicking off.
Abby is dressed again. Does not seem to be bothered by naked lady. Was just kind of like, if the lady's not upset, then I'm not upset. That's fine.
Sage is instantly turned away, looking into the forest.
Does Sage have his
that's
clothes
a
on?
nice. Say what?
Does Sage have his clothes on?
Sage has like Sage has a hippie tie-dye shirt and some really ratty jeans on him right now.
That's totally okay. That is enough.
He's
Looking
like,
at the
really-
majesty of the forest.
Oh yeah, the majesty.
Jane just slowly starts getting dressed. Like, you know what? I don't even care anymore.
Bill's just laying on the porch near the door.
And then in that case, you will see Anton come over. Heidi is not far behind, frolicking as Heidi do.
But yeah, picks up the hatchets again and just goes walking past, going over to chop more of the logs.
And Abby will fish a notebook out of the pocket of her jacket, and there's a little pen hooked in with it, and will write "mirrors for well" on her to-do list.
Sage for his part, once he gets crossed over, once everybody is decent enough, goes back and picks up his divining rod.
If he
And,
can find it.
Oh,
It might be an ever
Dear.
so slightly different, but very similar dowsing rod. That you're gonna have to do some fishing. She didn't just randomly drop it into the grass and brush.
A stick. There was a lot of sticks. I put it with the rest of the sticks.
oh God. So, well, my brief single-serving friend of Divining Rod A is long since abandoned me.
I think
Or
I
go
put it
ahead
over
and-
there. Or it might be over. It's here somewhere.
Wherever you go ahead and point, Sage is like filtering through the various branches. Flick, 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 flick. No. Flick, 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 flick. Wait, what? No. He goes ahead and holds up
Sorry.
something else. He goes, it's fine, it's fine. This is going to be my new divining buddy. I will call him Jerry.
Jane
Jerry
gets to see this
bring
whole process.
Burr.
Well, that's the thing. When you go ahead and call something, you understand it a little bit more.
Ivy looks very disappointed that he didn't even notice the horrible pun she made.
God. I may have not heard it. I apologize. All right. So he's going to go ahead and straighten up his back. And he says, "We're going to go ahead and try to find Becca and go ahead and down there load her on what we're doing."
What are we doing?
I don't know. But we gotta get to tell her how we're handling all the water waste, simply because she's doing most of the plumbing.
Oh, right. Okay. We should probably also clear the path out here a little bit, especially if we're going to be coming out at least once a month.
So while you two design your fantastic holiday home in the suburbs, I'm just gonna go over here and just not be here. Starts walking.
Pretty sure this doesn't count as the. You're being sarcastic again. Never mind.
Make a fantastic couple.
What? Oh God! Don't you start.
No.
How red did they go?
Pretty red.
Not well. It's the idea that he is not used to, and being a teenage boy, his face is as bright red as you can go ahead and imagine it.
Wonderful. Just looks over her shoulder. Carries on walking.
Meanwhile, as Jane eventually breaks through the tree line over near the house where Anton is chopping wood, where Bill is chilling like a villain on that back porch area Bill will be accosted, at least fleetingly, with a big hug around his big wolf neck, because apparently she's not daunted in the least.
What are you doing? What is this? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why? Why? Why?
She blinks at him. And whether she understood or not is anyone's real question, but she does look at him very firmly and say, I need some of your hairs.
Well, I am literally covered in hair. So if ever there was a time.
She looks over. Anton, was that a yes?
Looks over. Yeah, he's just being sassy. Lifts up the vax and
And yeah, she'll delicately feed her fingers through back to his ruff where he's got good long hackles. And pluck all of 2 or 3 hairs.
Ow, 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 ow. Ow is so much worse when it's just one.
Oh, I'm sorry. She obviously still can't understand him, but he's going, ruff, ruff, ruff,
Yeah,
ruff.
meanwhile, he just stares. I was like, you can understand me?
She's just like, oh, I'm sorry. I bet that hurt. And, Ruffles is
Um,
rough and up between his ears. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you just have a soul. Okay. And he slowly lays his head back down on the porch.
And yet again, she produces the little mystery bag and stuffs a couple hairs into it. Spends a couple
Lord.
minutes just sitting there and ruffling the back of, Bill's ruff and shoulders because, no.
Oh, Floor, you're so supportive of me. Unlike Walls or Bills.
Oh, does it still hurt? She's still rubbing the back of his neck kind of gingerly because she just knows he's going roo-roo-roo.
Oh, God. She can't understand me. She just hears noises. This is my life.
And then a train of people emerges from the woods. Yay.
You do.
Triumphant.
So triumphant.
We did a thing.
You did.
And there were no snakes.
Oh, God, what did I do? How did I do it?
But yes, Abby will go looking for Becca because that was the thing that we said we needed to do.
I mean, if you give it a moment, as you're kind of looking around, you poke your head in, and naturally, as soon as you poke your head in the door, she comes tromping out of the tree line again with another. This time, this is a quote small fallen tree that she is lugging, branches scraping along behind her.
So it's only a foot across.
Only a foot across. And she's managed to, it must have come really fucking loose. It must have fallen pretty fucking good and been there a minute because, I mean, there's not a huge mass of roots in front of her. But she's definitely got the base of wherever it cracked off hoisted up on her shoulder, and it's just kind of dragging the rest because it's easier that way. It doesn't mean she's kind of leaning into it like a fucking beast of fucking burden at the
Ground
plow because the branches are getting caught and tangled on fucking everything. So it's more effort to haul forward than to haul up.
Isn't that kind of heavy?
Yeah, you could say it was. No, it's not really heavy. It's just kind of being a bitch right now. Ew. Probably should have taken the accent with me. Whew! It finally gives a good heave to snap the branches through a bit of brush that they got all fucking tangled up in. Stumbles forward a couple steps, looks back yeah, that's fucking right, and proceeds to start marching forward again.
We found the well. So that's good.
All right.
Water spirits are going to purify what we use. So it'll all kind of recycle. So yeah.
So where am I supposed to fucking hose it out to?
Ask Sage. I think it just filters back through the ground.
Yeah, well, right now you have the world's most. You got a pretty fucking deep latrine type pit going on right now.
Can we
Oh!
do like
God,
Like-
the smell! Sage says he's probably
Septic.
walking over the latrine.
tank? Isn't that a thing?
Nah.
Nope.
I piped that
I
shit
mean-
in my.
Like digging them though.
Well, like fucking installing a whole septic tank?
Well, I mean, how big do they have to be?
Oh, fuck if I know.
Well, hopefully, if they're purifying things, it'll stop smelling so much.
She just kind of shrugs, like, I don't know what to tell you. You're adorable and all, but I don't know what to tell you, kind of face.
Oh God, my foot slipped in!
No,
What are you
that's it.
doing?
You're not Harry. I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Oh, Sage.
Somebody get the hose! Oh God!
The hose doesn't work.
No, hose is fine.
Oh, did we get it working?
Oh yeah, there's those pumpy things. There's one over there I haven't attached a hose to. Kind of gestures off in a direction.
Oh, the other one didn't want to pump.
Really?
I might just be really bad at it.
You just lift the handle up.
Well, I mean, yeah, I did that and it didn't do anything.
Oh fuck me. I don't know. Might have been clogged. Maybe the pipes got
Wait, you
fucked up
just
somewhere
pick it
along
up.
the
You
way.
don't pump it up and down.
No, you just lift it.
That
Just
may
leave
have
it
been
there
the
for a
problem.
second. Pipes
Sage
are old,
finally-
man. Water ain't run through those things in ages.
Sage, for his part, has abandoned his shoe. Left it in the latrine. Has wandered on over. Okay. Did you get the download?
Yeah.
All right.
Do we need to make sure that the water goes someplace else?
Yeah, for what it's worth, they look kind of like. Well, not like this one. Damn it, that's not the right one.
That one would have worked if she'd pumped it up and down.
Damn it. Where's the other one? I don't know. It's one of the lifty ones. Fucking potato chips. You know what I'm talking about.
I do.
All right. My imagining was we take our wastewater, run it by a hose or pipe over back towards the well, and the well and its spirits help us out for a hot second and help us recycle it.
As long as we help them see the moon, I think. I mean, that sounded like the deal.
In what way?
What?
Just, I know I was there, but I may have not been like listening too closely. I heard that they wanted to go ahead and see the moon, but how are we gonna?
Yeah. So we just, every full moon, somebody has to come and lower down the bucket and pull them out so they can see the moon. And I said I was going to put a mirror in so that they could just kind of see the sky anyway.
Both will work. I would do both.
Well, we said we were going to do both. So, yes.
Hey, common sense, buddy.
Yeah,
That bucket's not going to hold water.
we're gonna need a bigger bucket
That rope is also not going to hold a bucket of water.
and a longer rope.
Do we have to do it on this side?
It's better if we do it on this side.
Oh,
Because, okay, here's he goes like throws his hands up. Okay, so I'm not an expert, Abby, but here's what I'm thinking. Right,
yeah.
the water inside the well on this side, it's very real, right? But it's very like not going anywhere. Catch me?
Right.
The water in the other world is very mobile, very animate, but it stays where it is.
Oh.
However, if we go ahead and manipulate things on this side, such as moving a bucket of water from here, he goes ahead and mixed like walking over with a water bucket over to here, and the spirits in the Umbra also travels, as far as I'm concerned and understand it. But
Okay.
it doesn't work so well on the other side. Does that make sense? I mean, like, stop me if I'm talking out my ass.
I mean, you might be, but I don't know. So it sounds good.
Right. So, and follow me here. If the spirits on the other side could do this, they would have done so already. But and you can see like the gears go ahead and turn inside Sage's head, but they need us to do things in the waking world.
I mean, that makes sense. They were here for a little while, but I think maybe that was just Halloween.
Yeah, you came in when like the difference between that world and this world was a lot less well defined. Usually they just can't do things here on this side. So if we do like small little favors for them on this side, it makes a much more of a reflection on the other side. You can see that this is some really dumbass theurging over here. Most
Gabby
basic
just
of
kind of
basics.
shrugs. Like, sure, why not? Okay.
Turning it over to Rebecca. So can we do that? Can we go ahead and like hose over our wastewater over there?
Becca's finally just happens to be walking past again, having dropped down the massive, massive, the small tree over by where Anton's working, and is kind of brushed herself off and is strutting back towards the tree line and kind of pauses mid-stride. What?
Just Gazen points into the forest. We're pumping over the wastewater over there.
He thinks it would be easier for the spirits to reach if we made sure that it was closer to the well.
Okay, you dig a new fucking pit and we'll get a longer hose. Better hope it carries that far. Kind of glances off in the appropriate direction.
Sage goes ahead and makes a mental list. He's gonna try to find the bear wolf, who's actually just a wolf here on this side of the Umbra.
We might need a pipe to get it that far instead of a hose. I feel like a hose might get clogged.
Probably.
What?
Hey, we got a few things to go ahead and add on to your list of things you have to buy to renovate the house.
Excellent.
It includes piping. Lots of piping.
How much piping?
Oh my god, I'll handle it with him. Don't just kind of hand waves. Don't worry about it.
Sage
Luna's
just
gonna have to
do-
go pick it up anyways.
Sage will go ahead and leave it at that.
Just add on to my growing series of bills.
Bills for Bill.
Yeah.
She kind of glances back. She may not know what he's saying, but she's catching the grumble. She's heard a sassy dog before. Bill gets pitched the most comical, like, are you taking that tone of voice with me? Kind of look for a second, like, where she shrugs. I don't fucking know. Either way, I'll fucking hit lows or some shit.
All right. Thank you very much.
God, how far out is it? No, you know what? Nah, I'll go fucking actually try to get a rough measure out. Fuck me. Starts marching off in the appropriate directions, hands shoved in her pockets.
Yep.
Everyone was left to kind of stare around. Heidi has become very helpfully. She imagines it's very helpfully. Picking up the split pieces off to the side as Anton kind of pitches them and trotting them in. Only a few at a time, many trips, but I mean, how much can she really carry?
You just
You muted yourself.
he just works away, yeah, chopping away.
Abby has forgotten whatever it was that she was doing before Sage showed up with this project, so she will help Heidi carry things and stack them.
And on and off chance. Do. Let me eyeball people's sheets real fast. Since we're all here. Oh, Lord. You're flaw stack, woman.
Which one of us?
At the moment, you. You were not actually there for that. I need to eyeball Sage. I need to eyeball Jane.
There were many things I was not there for. Sorry.
That is okay. People are in and out all the time. And Bill, I believe, was... Yep, Bill was there. Bill had the angst. Alright. You know what? Two of you have fucking common sense. I'll give you both a wits check real fast. Since you do have Anton and he is outside.
Okay.
I mean, sure.
Do it.
That's one.
What is what I'm good at? Holy
Yes.
Oh
Yay!
god.
oh.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah. It'll
Oh, Jane knows things.
yeah, it'll be Jane it occurs to first. Perhaps ironically. Because Anton is chopping wood right now. And I will serve my reminder thusly. As I flit over here and flit into this folder. And pull up these.
So she, having disappeared into the house for 1 minute, comes back out. This time, there is alcohol involved. It's just a beer. I'm just plodding out. Actually, with one of the crates, one of the few remaining surviving crates, mind you, drops one to kind of next to Bill on the stairs. Walks over to Anton. So, just a thing. You're all right?
Yep.
Well, that's probably bullshit if I ever heard it. Anyway, something more important. We found a weird plant lady the other day. I don't know. Have you seen that shit?
Looks over his shoulder. What kind of plant lady?
As in, exactly what it says on the tin. You think she seems to know, like, your family or some shit. I wasn't listening that much.
Right. Okay.
Come on.
Where?
Come on. Oh, yeah. It starts walking. My turn
His
to get
face.
you off. Come on.
And Sage does remember as well. He just wasn't quite as quick on the draw. But what he remembers, he remembers.
Oh shoot! He remembers that the Lord of the Manor needs to go ahead and know about one of his servants. He goes ahead and like half struts that back to where Anton may have been chopping wood, and it's up to them to go ahead and tell me whether or not he finds them before, after, or whether or not he just goes ahead and finds like one axe stuck in a stump.
I imagine the way Jane's being, you probably just see her turning off as Anton's sticking the wood into his stump. Sticking the axe into the stump.
Okay. Sage will go ahead and exclaim, "Oh, yeah, garden woman."
Okay.
Needed you because you are the rightful owner to the bloodline that owns the house.
Where?
That's where I'm going. Come up.
He'll go ahead and try to go ahead and like pick up a pace for a hot second because this is important.
Go on. You dragged me away from my shit. I'm dragging you away from your shit.
Just rubs his face and just starts walking after.
Come on. Be fine. You know, this is something semi-important. She's going to do the garden for us or something like that.
Really important, very important. That is a being of some strength that is indebted to you, Lord of Shadow.
Great.
What?
Nothing. Let's go find this thing.
Nothing? You sure?
Positive. Keeps walking.
Yeah, she'll just carry on walking towards the garden.
He'll fucking pop into the Umbra, just take the time, and as they're walking along, as they're, Jane's ahead of him, Sage gets ahead of him, he just takes the time to just into the Umbra.
All right. And we're walking. And can barely see which picture is which. Then we're walking. Oh my god, I gotta have bigger thumbnails than this. Aha! Got him. And we're walking, but yeah, eventually you will end up in. This is roughly the area where you and Bill came to plant those little spirits. I will just go back to this one for the garden. It is as priorly stated, overgrown is all get out, but you have shifted across. And thus, while she would not necessarily be visible otherwise, somewhere in the midst of this is a large-ish... Actually, it's old, but it's not big. It's kind of an ornamental tree of sorts. And not too terribly far away from it. And before I forget, as you do cross into what begins to be, like, even before you really see signs of the gardens, there is kind of a line of, like, small, white, bushy little flowers, aster. There's basically a line of flowers almost denoting the outline of the garden itself, which is enormous. But yeah, you'll cross in, you'll cross over, and she's there. She's, not especially high energy at the moment. It is fall. But she is there amidst the plants.
Sage fights the urge to run over there and hug her. Fight it so hard.
Anton will just walk over.
Yeah, so we found her the other day. She seems to know something about your family or something like that. Some
Cool.
old deals or some shit.
I'll go talk to her. Just walking over.
Yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, she acknowledges the existence of the other two, not with a wave or a lively fashion, just kind of looks to either of them, but orients on Anton as he heads over closer. Finally, kind of slowly slides upwards, hoists herself up. And yeah, she, for all intents and purposes, looks to be made of plant materials. The hair is kind of leaves, like long, slender leaves that have started to go kind of red and purple, what with the fall and all. She's gotten a bit of a brownish hue, like yellowy hues. Not quite as bright green as she might be at other times. You can kind of tell it's echoed in the plants around her.
I hear you're looking to speak to me.
You are the guard, then.
Yes.
She kind of squints a little bit. And is Anton gonna respond at all if she, like, reaches towards him?
No, I keep still.
Yeah, she just very gingerly reaches out and kind of tips his chin up, pips it a little bit this way, that way. Not in an impersonal fashion per se, just kind of taking in the features. I see him in you.
Just nod slowly.
The hand falls away. Do you intend to keep the promises, the ones that came before you?
I don't know the ones that came before me. I don't know the promises either. I would keep them if I knew them. But I have been taking care of this place and slowly rebuilding it, if that's part of the promise.
The promise is a simple one. I am to be let stay here. And she points back towards that, what was a small ornamental tree on the other side, kind of going red and purple with the fall, is much, much larger on this side. It's got a lot more personality than it does physical size on the Tellurian. I am to be let stay here. I am to be kept safe. In exchange, I will begin to watch your gardens once more.
Done.
She seems pretty sedate. And kind of like you see someone do at the beach when they kind of dig their toes into the sand. This is good, hard-packed earth here. This is probably, in fact, one of the little walk paths, even though the cobbles are kind of distorted out of the way with time. She still just kind of digs her toes in as though it's loose sand. Glances around. And almost immediately, there's a tangible difference as plants begin to pull themselves into a more orderly state. What is overgrown becomes, at worst, almost artistically overgrown. Things begin to respond in the area closest to her first, but you see the influence stretching outwards. The further it goes, the slower the response, the more time it takes for them to start. But almost immediately, the plants begin to respond.
Will we see this effect on the other side?
You will.
Nods. Very well then.
He reaches out and just lightly places a finger on his forehead. The man who came before you. He dug me up from a much more dangerous place and brought me here. The hard part is done, little Guardling.
Just nods his head. Very well, then I'll make sure you're safe.
He just nods, and her attention diverts pretty clearly as she is exerting a lot of influence.
Anton kind of just backs off and lets her do it. She's got a lot of work to fucking do, that type of thing. And yeah, he'll just turn and walk past the other two.
Sage, for his part, will like wait a respectable amount of time for the obvious lord of this domain to go ahead and vacate the immediate premises, and then he'll walk over to the green lady and like throw his hands up, say, "Can I hug you again?"
there's a moment where she has to kind of blink to separate her, kind of blink out of what she's doing. Kind of glances down. If you like. She even kind of half lifts an arm, though her eyes go distant almost immediately again.
Sage will wrap his arms around her, much to the chagrin of Jane, who's probably still there.
She's there, just kind of standing there. She's stood there with her arms folded, basically just to cover herself somewhat. Attempting at best, because it's still a little awkward, and just she watches Anton as he walks off. And kind of looks back to Sage as he runs up, bumbling towards the tree lady, and just like...
A bit of light will go ahead and bleed off of him as he goes ahead and donates a point of gnosis to this little exchange to her. Yeah.
You bleed off a point of gnosis. It's almost sucked into the skin. It just kind of saps in. And there's kind of an explosive gain in distance on the effect that she's having, as she almost immediately employs it.
Oh dear. After that, he'll go ahead and disengage. Go ahead and wave by at her. Vacate by his own means.
And yeah, as each of you go into the Tellurian, it's not quite as dramatic. You don't see them actively shifting and changing as much. But yeah, there's definitely... Man, is that a path? That's a path. Look at that shit.
Oh dear.
So yeah, you have a pretty clear impact, both sides. Anton makes his quick escape. Dun-dun-dun.
Pretty much. Goes back to chopping his wood.
Bill has not moved since he got to the porch.
We just walk past Bill. Apparently the pathways are going to be clear and the garden's going to be better again. As he picks up the axe handle.
Alright, cool. I guess.
What's got you depressed?
I'm
Bob
just
goes in half.
tired. I don't know why.
Looks over his shoulder. What's happened?
Like I said, I don't know. It happened 2 days ago.
You been sleeping well?
Too much. I don't understand.
You been drinking too much too. I have set the axe down again.
Yeah, look who's talking.
That is the first time you have seen me drink.
Doesn't mean you weren't doing it.
Maybe I wanted to get drunk. Bring the axe down again.
Maybe.
So what's eating you up, Bill?
Like I said, I don't fucking know. Maybe I'm sick or something.
We don't get sick.
Well, I don't fucking know.
You take a
Maybe
hit,
I'm ghost sick or something.
looks over at him.
I haven't really gotten hit by anything.
And what's got you worried?
There is the fact that I'm nearly broke and we're in the middle of 2 wars.
We're not in a war, Bill. Brings the axe down again.
We're in at least 1 war, Anton.
We're the worm, yeah. But we're not in 2. I made sure that we kept out of 2. As he brings the axe down.
Yeah, so long as we perform a fucking assassination on behalf of an ancient creature.
She is of the worm. She threatened Becca. Threatened to rip her throat out, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yes, and the beef with the drug dealers.
She's the one controlling them.
Christ, it's gonna be messy.
It's not. He brings the axe down again.
Everything has unintended consequences. This is going to get a lot uglier before it's done.
Well, that's why we handle it carefully, and that's why what I've been doing.
Mm.
Even got a person on the inside. May not be big time, but it's enough. And even found out what their weaknesses are.
I mean, most people do respond well to dying.
I put all the weight on me, so you don't need to worry. You just worry about your finances. So he brings the axe down again.
Our finances keep us all fed and keep this house building up.
Looks over. I pay just as much money, Bill.
I've done the math. No, you don't.
Walks right the fuck over. And who was here before you fucking showed up with your pencil pushing? Who?
You two terrified kinfolk in a pile of rubble.
Yeah. And who was the one building it all on his fucking own? Me. So don't act like you're the one pulling all the fucking weight here, Bill. You're not.
Mm-hmm. Like, Bill doesn't even get up.
Walks back over to the fucking log.
Would the
So,
rest of you like to do anything?
It's,
Make an appearance?
see, Anton turns, goes back to the log, sees Jane's already just stood there, putting back on a jacket, beer kind of laid down next to it. Kind of flicks her hair out from the the back of the jacket. So, is that what's going on, or?
What?
You shout pretty loud.
Yeah.
So is that all what's playing on your mind?
Yeah.
Just nod. Is money really that big of an issue?
constantly. I'm going home to sleep in my bed. Bill becomes the man, a part of the Bear Man equation. And just kind of heads off. You hear his shitty car start up. Drive down the road. It makes a couple of those noises that you feel like around the time it gets looked at will be expensive.
Everyone hears the Metal Gear Solid noise as Becca like snaps her head out the front door like, heard that shit. Like she's got that ooh, I'm gonna get it look on her face.
Already calculating the final bill based on the sounds of the engine braking.
Abby is down in the basement paying absolutely no attention.
Sage, for his part, is going to go ahead and like briefly cross the scene of Jade and Anton as he gets passing through into the house.
How bad's the money situation?
Nothing we can't handle.
Nothing you and Bill can't handle, or nothing we can't handle?
Nothing we can handle.
Right, well, I want to help.
Well, talk to Bill. He wants to be the accountant of the whole fucking thing. So there you go. I don't know why you're bothering me.
Alright? Don't want to bother you, I won't.
Good.
Alright. Well, if anybody needs me, I'm gonna go get drunk in my room. It starts walking towards the house.
Becca will emerge as she's heading up towards the door. Kind of glances at her, glances at Anton. Kind of cants her head a bit, as though pitching an ear to the putter of the car. Y'all are somber as fuck.
Okay. Like, I'm down to go hit a nightclub or, anything that is something relatively familiar that's not a wood.
We can do that. Shoots a glance over to Anton.
You guys go ahead. I got work to do.
Oh, you gonna chop wood in the moonlight?
Yeah.
Seems pretty adamant he wants to do that.
There's a moment where she kind of, the lips kind of purse in, and you can see the tongue look over the teeth like, oh, really?
What?
You know what? Why don't you, you my size or Heidi's size? Kind of eyeballs her up for a second. God damn it, you guys. Oh. Jane is definitely closer to Heidi's size.
Just kind of shrugs.
Why don't you see if she's got anything stored up here you can wear out? Unless you want to wear that. Which is cool. Shrugs. I'll, be right in. Starts down the stairs.
Yeah, I'll stick to this. No offense to Heidi, hippie doesn't suit me.
There's kind of that sort of amusement. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, she just amble down the steps. Amble on over. Hey, Anton, buddy. Eventually, you're gonna have to pause between axe swings.
He does, letting out that kind of like stomps it down onto the log of wood, like rolling his arms a bit, like. Picks up the logs like one by one. It's like, yeah, totally like working that lumberjack type thing.
He goes to reach for him, and she just kind of casually bats the first one out of his hand. Come on.
Looks over his shoulder. What?
There's a bit of an eye roll, and she'll, like, if he reaches for the log again, she'll just snag the hand.
What? What is it? What's wrong? What's the problem?
And she just kind of uses the captured hand to kind of try to not pull him away, but at least get him turned away from the whole axe and log situation.
He turns. He just does this like irritated look. What there?
She proceeds to give him a second to like, and then kind of looks at him and very serenely says, "What crawled up your ass and died? What's going on?"
Nothing.
Bullshit.
There's a little bit of a lip purse, like, "Yep, thanks, buddy. Thanks."
Yeah, he'll take a rage. He's been brimming all day. He'll take a rage. She'll see it. Becca sees it right in front of her. Just,
Come on, I gotta take Mini-Me to go fucking kaif a bike anyways. You owe me a car.
cool.
Most of them will be fine. Door will be
Yeah.
accomplices, one or the other.
Good luck getting them to be accomplices to fucking anything as he's walking. Probably walking to whichever car she points him to.
What is this? What is this?
Even got my curiosity.
Sorry, I had to say. This is amazing. This is amazing.
Focus, Katie.
Damn it. He died. I have to wait for him to come back to focus.
Meanwhile, in the basement,
Yep, meanwhile in the basement.
Hey, Abby's finding stuff. It's cool. It's a fascinating basement.
Let me tell you, anything that you find the nerve to crack open, you can roll me a fate die. You
I
do
don't
have
even know how to do
curiosity,
that.
don't you?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. High or low, Mare?
Hi.
Oh, boy. God, what's...
I mean, on
what's
the bright
low to
side,
low?
it's all old enough that there aren't going to be maggots anymore.
There aren't. There aren't. There's also not much else left. It's one of those things where you crack open this barrel, like, yeah, this is gonna be cool. It's gonna be like ancient fucking, I don't know, rum barrel or something. And there's something at the bottom of it. It doesn't look like it was ever edible, really, at this point. There's no moisture left in it. There's no maggots left in it. It doesn't smell especially pleasant, but it's dry, so it doesn't smell especially strongly. But there is no telling what that once was.
Well, it's kind of crusty. What's in the rest of these? Huh. Only way to find out.
Oh no! I will roll one more just for fucking comedy's sake. High or low?
Hi. We're just gonna go high the whole way.
Oh my lord.
it's a decent strategy.
Oh. 1 second. Oh boy. 1 more second.
I'm not even looking. It's better that way.
Well, you crack this barrel open, and I mean, there are members of this party that would not find this to be an unpleasant smell, but I doubt that you are among them, as that immediate waft of alcohol is so intense it makes you dizzy.
Oh God. I'm gonna put this lid back on.
So there's a sound of like banging from downstairs in the basement. Also coughing, if anyone can listen that hard.
Sure.
Anton walks inside. Who's broken what?
Abby is not paying attention. She's spraying up in the next barrel. How many barrels do we
It's all
have?
coming out of the basement. I'll give you another one for lols. Yeah, it's the banging and the coughing and the wheezing is coming from the basement.
For the love of
Don't.
Sage is gonna go ahead and pop his head out of erstwhile corridor, looking down towards the corridor towards the basement. He's got his second divining rod in hand, gonna follow it towards the other door.
Anton just walks into the basement like, for the love of.
In my defense, she was left unsupervised.
Oh God. Need to
What's
ask
in the
Google
third
one more
barrel?
thing. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Okay, so last one. Oh dear. Yep, that is another very distinctly unpleasant smell. That is not good, and that was sealed really well. It did not dry out the way the other shit did.
Oh no.
That was probably, there was fish of some persuasion in this barrel. It's been there a very, very long time. Like, I'm gonna make you make a stam check as that stench hits you right in the fucking face when you crack it open. This is what fucking, as people are like wading into the basement, like this reaction is gonna be what they walk in on. Like, as you hear like wood creaking as she like manages to pry open.
2 successes on the stam check.
All right, so you don't retch and you don't vomit, but oh God!
Oh Jesus! Oh. Okay, we're gonna.
And there's
Out of
more
the base-
banging as she tries to like
Out of out of the basement. Go on. Go on.
No, hang on. I have to seal this first.
No.
No, I'm pretty
No.
sure I do.
You've done enough damage, you little lady. Go on.
That one's full of alcohol.
Good. I'll be drinking it.
She will
Yeah.
sort of like half wedge the lid back onto the dead fish. There's a Roman somewhere who's very sad that you don't like it.
Anton puts his fucking hood thing over his mouth. Like, oh god damn it, fucking.
Oh,
Oh, this
yeah, it is
mother of
fragrant
God.
down here now.
Sage is gonna go ahead and call down. Just do what Anton says for the moment.
Go-
Don't know what you're doing.
Just
I was
Abby,
gonna fix it.
Let the Lord of Shadows
go,
fix it.
Go on. Get out of the basement.
Fine.
You're chased out.
Back up the stairs.
Becca like goes to stick her head in and just immediately reels back like, oh God!
Oh yeah, no, that's all on her. I'm gonna wander around in the basement and poke at dead things. I get the weird dead fish smell as he covers it over. Jesus.
Whine about it. I'm pretty sure the other one's rum.
I know, I'm
It's a-
gonna drink it.
Whiskey. I don't actually know what they both smell like, but it was brown.
Opens the barrel containing the alcohol.
Meanwhile, people will see Becca like she reels back and finally starts tromping outside. Eventually, Anton will see as the others hear her pitch open the kind of the hatch doors to the basement. Like, oh nope, that's Erin. Oh God, she reels back again. She doesn't stick around.
Oh yeah, make the smell travel even further. That's great. Thank you, Becca.
You know
fuck
that
you!
we all could smell that a little bit better than you, Becca. So
Yeah.
just saying.
Don't worry
And you want it to stay down there. You want it to air out.
Don't
If you would let me put the lid back on the barrel, it would not be this bad.
Why everybody? Oh God! Oh.
Yup.
Don't you start with me, little lady. You caused this fucking mess. If you hadn't found the bottle of rum, I'd be yelling, but I'm not because there's rum.
And there's a barrel, and that may have originally been intended to be whiskey. That is Scotch and beyond.
Oh,
We're all breathing through our nose now.
not how
Breathing through our
barrel-aged
mouth
works.
now.
I don't
Anton-
know.
Anton
This is Scotch.
sticks his hands in and just takes that generous sip of water up to his face.
That is the smoothest barrel-aged booze ever.
Hold on, I gotta. If something smells this bad, it's surely to kill something inside me. Walked up and
Like, you got anything that needs to
Right.
die inside you.
takes a sip of the alcohol. That's not bad.
Takes a sip. Renegades.
Yep. All right, everybody. We're gonna move the barrel out. And we're all gonna drink it.
I
You,
think
Sage.
As Bill is driving home, he gets a text from Becca.
So now Bill
Take me alive.
has to pull over because he doesn't text and drive.
You know all those teenagers you left alone inside a big scary house? They may or may not be drinking a lot of alcohol at the moment.
It's more along the lines of, I'm pretty just sure we just scored a barrel of Scotch older than I am.
I wanted to sleep in my bed tonight. God,
Does he actually message
damn it.
that?
no. This is Bill with himself and the broken radio.
Don't worry, the broken radio is your co-pilot.
Are you there, Satan? It's me, Bill. God, why am I so fucking drowsy? Anton's full of shit. We were probably do get sick. I probably have the flu. All right. You can get off at this exit. Go back around. God damn it. And he drives back.
All right, Dave. We're gonna take
All right.
this really quickly.
Okay.
Okay. What you do is you just stick your face in the slurp. Okay.
All right. On three. One. Sticks a face in.
Yeah, sticks your face in. Get in here, Sage.
Yep, you got it. I trust you.
Sticks Sage's head in with him as the three of them start to slurp from the fucking fermented fucking scotch.
Dude, that shit is probably smooth as butter. It is so old.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
oh.
This is one of those things where if it was in a water bottle and you picked it up and chugged, you'd be more than halfway through the bottle before you realized that was not water.
Ooh,
Sage
that's
is
nice.
more coughing than actually swallowing. Nope.
Swallow that shit, Sage. Don't waste it.
Oh, I'm good. You guys got it.
Don't you? Sage.
Not wasting nothing.
Sage, everything you spit out, you gotta lick off the floor.
Sage.
Nope.
Stop it. Sage.
I can't smell nothing. I can't taste nothing. What the fuck?
All right.
Sure fucking Everclear as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, well, we're gonna drink it, and we're
All
gonna
right,
get drunk, and
I
then
got-
Abby is
I-
in the living room.
I
yelling.
have an idea. All right,
Okay.
we're in a forest, in a wood. You're all fucking weird country people, so you guys do this all. Campfire. Let's get a campfire going.
we probably shouldn't have fire near this.
Shut it. We're having a campfire. I've always
prob-
wanted to do it, I think. I don't know.
But we could go in and get drunk, and make Becca drive us into town and get more drunk.
You know what? This is why you're in charge.
I've come to a decision as team leader.
Can't smell nothing.
It's all
Your
right, Sage.
sinuses have never been so clear, Sage.
I can't smell, I can smell everything.
It's all right, Sage. That's part of the effect. Keep drinking.
I'm like I said,
The Lord,
good.
the Lord of Shadows has commanded you to drink, Sage. Is helping the barrel up.
I am not a citizen of the shadows. I'm a star child.
All right, Starboy, get your head in here.
Oh, He's backing away. So that
Abby's like back furiously scrubbing dishes.
first dunk.
It's
just went
mostly
ahead and
cheap takeout Tupperware, but that's what she's washing.
Heidi! Heidi!
Little blonde head like pokes out.
Try some of this.
What?
Try some of this.
Kind of looks at the open topped barrel, trying to like the slow head tilt happens of like. I'm sure there's a way to do this, and it's not a trap.
Stick your head in, Heidi.
Oh, really? On my whole head?
Yeah. We've been doing that. Just hold their hair back. Go.
you know we got mason jars at the very least.
Look, we're doing this the old-fashioned way, Sage, first.
This is not old fashioned.
It's really old-fashioned, Sage. Who is the Lord of Shadows here? Me or you, Sage?
I mean, you are, so, but I don't think that Teddle goes ahead and guarantees you he goes ahead and coughs again because that smell is really strong as he's like wobbling a few steps away. Oh dear
And who said alcohol is on technically the home of the Lord of Shadows? That's right, mine. So stick your head in, Heidi. It's fine.
You're
Bill walks downstairs. What in God's name is this smell?
Nothing.
death and alcohol.
You like putter back up out the thing where they've like hauled the barrel out through the fucking hatch doors in time to see Heidi like stick part of her face in a barrel, like trying to drink without like sticking her entire head in the barrel.
Oh, I just had an idea. All right, I'll be back. I'll be back. Just Jane stumbles out the room.
But look at this shit. It's like
Bill examines the barrel for a time.
It's like 120 liters, Bill.
Yeah, I'm
120.
kind of surprised you're all not dead.
I mean, we're not drinking it like by the gallon. We're just. I mean,
No, I mean, like, who the hell knows how the aging process has worked or any of that?
Do you want to drink or not, Bill?
Bill, pioneer of doing things he probably shouldn't, searches around in his coat pocket and comes out with a leftover plastic straw still in the wrapper that he never used. And he opens it and he sticks his head in and he uses the straw.
You see, coming
It's a
back,
bendy straw.
you hear beforehand as Bill, very civilized, like a civilized man, takes a bendy straw to the barrel. You hear the clattering of glasses first of all as Jane comes back in, more stumblingly, almost rolling round on her shoulder through the doorpost. Just a few just glasses, puts them down, but then she reaches into her coat and produces what looks like probably an old piece of hose.
Oh, you beautiful bitch.
All right. Oh, you already got a straw. Well, I got the silly straw, so I found this the other day, and you know what?
All right.
It's
Is
out
that
of-
thing even, like, clean?
Look, whatever's in this is strong enough to kill anything. So you know what?
Right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna drink a portion of it, not all of it, because we'll all die, but a portion. And then, because Becca's sober, she's gonna drive us into town, and we're gonna drink some more.
Are you even like? Can you even buy alcohol?
I mean, is the town even, like, a necessity at this point?
Yeah, Becca's looking over like as she reaches and is like collecting one of the glasses from Jane. Like, you what?
See, what we're gonna do, Bill, is you're the oldest here. You are our guy, so to speak.
Yeah, but I'm questioning the necessity of even
Why the
going into town.
Why the fuck would we buy booze when we got a whole fucking barrel?
We have a literal barrel of scotch, Anton.
I mean, I just wanted to get drunk and wander around the town yelling at people.
Oh, we could totally do that.
We will get
See,
arrested, probably.
we're not gonna get arrested. They'll never take us alive.
Yeah, they get arrested.
Bob knows that reference I just did.
Damn it. I mean, I don't even
Look,
know.
have a drink, Bill. Calm your nerves. Come here. Come on.
Well, it'll be great. We'll have a drink here, get a bit of Dutch courage, and we'll take you in town, have a few more drinks, and calm your nerves down. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we gotta drop Abigail off at her apartment anyway. And Bill starts to drink 30-year-old scotch. Well, probably more than 30. Somebody fuck-year-old scotch from the barrel through a hose.
No,
Like
that
a
was mine. You
gentleman.
got me for that.
Threw a bendy straw. Becca
So,
just
are we having
dips one of the fucking glasses in, like one of the jars, just dips that shit in there until it's full and backs up like, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Are we having a camera pan moment? I was driving into town, I imagine.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Don't want to attempt driving completely smashed out of their face.
I was gonna say, who the fuck is driving?
That's a good question.
I've got to drive to. We were hoping on Becca. I think Becca was the reliable.
But then
partner,
Becca started drinking.
Sage!
Sage will drive you.
The only person still sober is Abby. Or Heidi.
It's alright, you know, Sage can drive, but Abby, you, hand on shoulder.
Abby's not down there.
Yeah, still, look, she's found her. How she found her?
They
You
pulled
don't
her out. They've all pulled everything outside.
Abby's like, no, Abby's like in the house sulking
Yeah.
because she's just
Look.
been yelled at.
Hey, look, listen, look, Abby, shh. Sage is gonna drive us into town, okay? Because he's not drunk, but he's had a bit. So what you gotta do? Have you seen like rally driving? You gotta be the best co-pilot you've ever been.
Why are you going to town?
Why not?
You're not even standing up straight. You're like listing sideways.
Look, listen, sister.
Listen?
Abby! Abby!
Listen.
Abby!
Right. You all may be like country people, and you can live in
What?
the woods. I've been in the woods nearly enough on my own, apart
I
from
grew up on
Heidi.
the
She's such a
beach.
gem.
Abby, my girl.
For like 2 weeks.
Oh my god, you are all. I shouldn't even have told you about it.
When's my first appointment tomorrow?
Sage just has his like hand like over
What's the
his eyes.
Dang it, Abby! I forgot the appointment.
That's a
It's
failure.
fine. That's fine.
She's like, don't know.
It doesn't
Damn it.
matter.
You said
Like
you don't
scrambles,
got
starts
me,
looking
Bill.
for the date book.
Okay.
All right, Sage.
What?
To the car. To the car, Sage.
There's no way I can inflict this on Jeffs. Most of you are underaged.
That's fine. I know the place.
Just I guess go ahead and like pile on in. I'll be there. I'll be out there in a hot second.
This drunk band of assholes staggers and helps and pulls over and pulls back up each other
But
the
if
whole
Sage
way to
doesn't-
the fucking vehicle.
If Sage doesn't come with an excise fit, I imagine all of them are like, Sage!
Hey! Hey!
Sage, my boy!
There's a brief
Hold
break,
on
however,
a
as Sage is left briefly in peace as they go through the struggle of getting to the car. Heidi is just sitting on the porch steps, kind of giggling and hiccuping because she hasn't had that much, but holy shit. So she thankfully did not get completely fucking wasted. She just kind of tips.
Sage for his part is gonna go ahead and like try to
Happy
settle
is there.
himself. The intenseness of having his nostrils cleared, like letting him go ahead and smell like all different senses that he wasn't expecting. Gonna go ahead and turn to Abby. You okay with just sitting here for a hot minute?
I guess.
All right. Here's my plan. You can go ahead and call it out if it's bullshit. I'm gonna drive these chuckle fucks probably around the wilderness for a hot second. And then I'm gonna go ahead and like see if there's anything open. Hopefully not. We're gonna have a time of it, and then we're gonna come back here about 2 in the morning. You okay with that?
I mean, I should probably sleep at some point. And Bill, does have an appointment at.
And she digs in and finds the other more different notebook she carries too, and checks Bill's schedule.
All right. He goes ahead and like rubs his face for a hot second. If Bill has an appointment, I'm glad you have it, and I'm glad you can go ahead and remind us, because when we get back, Bill is probably going to be blasted out of his mind.
Probably. He's like halfway there already, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hi.
so I'm just like holding down the fort?
Yes. Just please hold on the fort while we go out into town. I'm not going to
Okay.
be drinking. I'm going to come back as sober as possible, but going to be tired
Better.
as shit.
Yeah, just don't let anybody get hurt.
I will try my damnedest to make sure these chuckle fucks don't hurt anybody or hurt themselves. And he goes ahead and looks you in the eye. Don't let anybody go ahead and tell you different, that you didn't do very good today.
Okay. Thank you.
Sage nod as he goes ahead and then fixes up his pants. As you do, as he goes ahead and suits up to go into another fight. A fight and a struggle against drunkenness.
Comes out the door and all they hear is the crescendo of Sage! Sage, my boy!
And it begins.
Abby has been left alone. After having technically been the engineer of this situation in the beginning. Someone's common sense has been distracted.
Abby may be left alone. Actually, she's not quite alone. Heidi's still there.
Technically,
Heidi will
help.
Heidi will happily be an eager accomplice.
Yep. We will now bring any further barrels and crates out of the basement through the outer doors to open outside, just in case.
I just want to note that the hilarious process of the two of you, because I imagine that you and her are about the same place physicals wise.
I could boost my strength to 3, but I have not yet.
We will use all of this barrel rolling as an excuse for you, madam. As you and Heidi work together, and let's be honest, at some point, you probably just take fucking Krynos to hoist them out.
I mean,
She's like, wait! This could be way faster. Hang on.
And you and I shall have a moment at some point, probably over in Messenger, while these fucking chuckle fucks go bananas. Or I'm going to have you roll a series of things, and we're going to see if you find anything interesting as you get to putter around the house with nobody to tell you no. Yup. In the meantime, yeah, poor Sage busts out the door and is just...
Sage!
Oh.
Sage!
Oh god, you guys are so handsy. So handsy.
Captain Sage!
I don't even know if there is a club in your town, Anton.
We're gonna find one.
We're gonna make one.
Oh my god, wait. Oh, wait.
God. Oh
Wait.
god.
What?
We could.
I could do a
What?
party.
You could throw a party?
Wait a minute.
I do the
Oh.
best parties.
What about Officer Davis, though? He's a dick.
Oh, fuck that
could-
guy.
We could
Yeah.
gay crash a frat. We could gay crash a frat party. They have
Oh, that
cheap-
went so terrible last time.
Oh, but
No, it didn't.
yeah. Oh, Bill, but that's like the thing I've always wanted to do.
Fuck it. For the frat party.
Going to okay.
Oh, fuck it. I'm
Step
gonna
on
be
it,
the
Captain
creepy
Sage.
old guy.
As he puts on the trumpets thing again. Tell me where the freaks are on the radio.
I'm the
at
only
full
one who
volume.
doesn't have to run away when the cops show up.
I imagine that Anton just goes ahead and like hands his hands all over the fucking radio. Because NPR briefly went ahead and flashed, and he's like, nope, fuck that.
Sage's eardrums are visually assaulted by the song in the side shot.
Which song? Oh
Ah!
oh my god, this. Oh my lord. Yeah, y'all roll out. Let's face it, if you want frat parties, you're rolling up to Blacksburg. Which means, on the bright side for Sage, there's a little bit of commute time where these guys might sober up a little bit.
Oh, that is a
I brought
fantasy.
beer.
Little did you know, I saved some of it in this flask.
See, these guys have been pre-gaming it for a long time. They got their pre-game game going on, man.
They're like
Sage's face
mid-game,
looks off.
pre-game.
You are
Sage's
all
face looks off. Yeah.
you're all young, but I am a career alcoholic, and the key word is portability.
Look, I don't know how old I am. I could be like 30. So how about
You could be like Winona
Stop.
Ryder and just be like Ninja 40.
oh
Guys,
shit.
what the fuck's Heidi?
Oh, we left her
Where's Heidi?
the
We
thing.
didn't lose her. We didn't lose her. We left her back at the house.
Oh, okay.
This is just going to be a series of freakouts and calm downs.
I'm
What?
doing well for a 40-year-old stripper.
How do you know you're a stripper?
How do you know you're 40
just-
years old?
I don't
She's 40.
And apparently a stripper.
She's a stripper.
see.
Did you strip like at a sad strip club where everyone feels bad? Or like a
Oh,
moderate
yeah.
strip club?
Wow, that's me.
She looks too sad to be cheery stripper.
So it's like a sad strip club that's even open on Christmas?
guys.
Yeah.
Guys. Fuck you.
With the buffet?
Ah, shit. But the buffet is good.
All right. The key strategy to any frat party, Sage,
Hmm?
is we pull up. We have to walk in tight formation. Okay? I'm talking everyone is coordinated. We find the booze and the babes. And the men for the ladies. Not you,
You
Bill.
don't know what I like.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
No, Bill, you're just the big older guy that nobody wants to fuck with.
okay.
We all play roles here. All play roles.
Look, Anton. Look, I'm sure there's some girls with like daddy issues at this frat party. They'll be all over Bill.
Look,
That's a
if
good
any
point.
of them so much as talk to me, I am checking IDs.
That's
Bill.
cool, but
I ain't going to prison.
They're college, Bill. It's like university, Bill. They're like your age.
They are not. I am older than that. It has been years since I've been in college.
Well, shit.
daddy
All
issues.
right, let's make this weird for everybody.
It's
Yep,
already
yep.
very strange for me.
Daddy issues will totally do it.
You see?
Sage nod.
Hey,
They'll be the freakiest as well, though.
I don't find it any better when they're crying. In fact,
Oh,
it
no, they-
becomes markedly worse.
Oh, Bill, they won't be crying.
Oh no. That you ditch way before they start crying.
Yeah. They'll bring
Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's been like 4 years.
What?
What?
Everyone in the car stops and turns and looks.
Jazz music stopped listening.
The jazz music stops. The
Even
Timmy
Sage
trumpet
turns
stops.
down the even Sage turns on the radio like, bro. He looks over. You know.
Tell me where
Sage
the
has
freaks
nothing to talk about right
and
now.
just cuts off. What?
4 years.
Yes.
No wonder you're so fucking angry.
Look at it.
bless you.
I'm not angry. I just get frustrated.
I know. Well,
Alright. It's alright. Don't worry about it. I'm sure there's plenty of people that'll
do you need a hug, Bill?
No,
Yeah, he needs a hug.
I don't need a hug.
He needs a hug.
There's
Bimbo.
some
No,
no.
bring it in.
Needs a hug.
Right.
Why are you like this? Why are you like this?
It's okay. Smokey the Bear is gonna get some hugs.
What is going on?
Oh dear.
Where is Bill sat?
It's not better with the other picture spazzing out.
Where is Bill sat in the car? This is very important.
Probably in the back.
It's probably in the back. Becca
Yeah,
was
which
probably
side?
the most tolerable.
All right. So who's sat in the back in the middle? Is it me?
Jane
It is
is
here, yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Sweet. So you can't escape from this shit. And she just totally white girl wasted, like so supportive. So
All right, this is vaguely okay because you're like 40.
I'm a stripper.
And a stripper, which would explain your presence on my lap.
Yeah. Not on you.
Eh.
No.
I think we're all getting ahead of ourselves. Are we there yet?
Yeah, are we there yet?
Sage is gonna go ahead and check his phone for a hot second based on the instructions he's being given.
I'll say you're literally like in the process of taking the exit for Blacksburg.
Okay, he goes ahead and like throws the wheel, turns into the exits. It's okay. We're getting off the highway. It's all cool.
We'll be fine. Like I said, we gotta be organized about this shit.
You guys are
Oh.
not organized. He goes ahead and like throws his
Oh.
hands up for a hot second.
Sage, you said Sage. Sage.
It's interesting because
Yeah.
I believe he just had an internet hiccup because he got really, really elongated.
That was actually me doing that.
Okay.
You also actually like fritzed out a little while you were at it, so it was pretty intense.
Intense.
Perfect. Yeah, this is like a stutter attack. What I was trying to say was, we're not organized.
What you need to do, Bill, is it's all well and good laying off the daddy issues, but no, don't go.
Sage is gonna
No.
go ahead and readjust the rear view mirror. Go ahead and look at Choo-Choo. Do we need to drop you off?
What do you mean?
Oh no.
You're like sitting on each other.
I'm not
There
saying
is a limited amount of space in the back of this vehicle, young man.
this is just my
I mean, I'm-
arm around his shoulder.
I'm pretty-
'cause I'm
I'm
being
pretty
supportive.
I'm pretty packed up beside Becca, so I'm happy to let Bill and Jane fuck in the backseat.
Well, if you want some two-edge boy, all right, the hooks for edgelord too. I don't mind. I'm supportive
What?
as fuck right
I don't
now.
think
Yeah.
this is a really, really great idea.
Yeah.
It's all right. Come.
All yours.
Chris Hands is gonna pop out of the trunk.
It's all
It
right.
probably is.
Leans over, starts
Sorry,
holding
Bill.
him.
Oh no, you stay with Bearman. Oh no, you get the fat and fluffy.
Look, I'm being supportive. Just
Look at the
It's
little, look at the love handles. Look at them.
it's a hug for fuck's sake. Why are you guys so obsessed with fucking things? Jeez, man.
I'm not.
God.
He hasn't got laid
With
for
your
years, Jane. 4 years.
With
4
your dick.
years,
I don't give a
Jane.
shit if he hasn't seen his pecker in 4 years. That doesn't mean shit.
Hey, my
Hug.
dick exists.
4 years.
I
Who the
think we
fuck
took a
does
really,
that?
really awkward turn in this particular conversation.
Well,
He
Oh,
says that he can do
just because
driving.
I'm wearing pants doesn't make it Schrodinger's cock. It's not simultaneously there and not there.
I
Didn't
don't
need
know
to know that.
what just said.
Didn't need to be talking about this.
All right. It's just a hug. You don't fucking hug.
right.
You see, Becca,
All right,
back
here's the
up
house.
here.
What?
It's just
Oh,
a hug. That's
I
all
mean,
it
this
is.
looks like the house. Look at all that loud music and people directly in the front.
Oh, look at all
All right.
that music.
I'm gonna say, oh, fucking
Follow my
hell.
lead.
Oh,
beautiful.
Follow
God.
my
There
lead.
you go.
Okay.
Sage is gonna
I
go
got
ahead and
this.
like park, but probably park like at the end of a very long row of cars that are already parked pretty damn illegally in the middle of the goddamn street.
That seems fine.
All right, everyone, follow my lead. I got this. Takes a step out of the car, wobbles a bit. Whoop, whoop. I'm fine.
Bill steps out of the car, but the second that he comes into collision with the curb, is face down on the sidewalk.
All right,
Well,
evacuate
Sage is
slowly.
gonna go ahead and pick ass Bill up from his face on the concrete to his face to the open air, because that's like legitimately better condition.
Ow.
He goes ahead and brushes away the gravel and pavement off your face.
And Bill looks at Anton because we're supposed to be following his lead.
Puts his arm around Becca. All right, everybody. Partner up. Form a Voltron.
What?
We're forming Voltron.
Apparently, we're pulling Voltron. Jane, would you like to help us?
I don't even know what that is, but you know what? You.
All right, put your arm around my shoulder.
Alright, but.
Okay, now I have one of my spare hands on Becca's shoulder, and you put your spare hand on Anton's shoulder. That way we're connected.
Alright,
And then Sage,
I'm right next to you.
Hey!
Right next to you.
you're gonna form the head. So you got to put your hands on me and Jane's shoulders and trail behind. Because for some reason, Voltron always comes to shit feet first.
Okay.
You don't know why.
All right. On 3, Becca and I are going to go forward. 1, 2, 3. We advance.
Sage winces as he hopes to dear God everybody actually puts their foots on the ground as they walk.
Oh my god. I'm gonna make everyone roll athletics. Don't botch. Or everyone drunk roll athletics. Sage is good.
Alright.
Hilariously, this will include Becca.
It's funny because I'm still minus.
I make it by one. Just one. Oh.
That's right, it's.
Does Toulouse start playing in the background then?
What diff?
Imagine 7.
Oh my word.
You're fine, Tom.
Alright, sweet.
We made it.
Wait, there's one more.
Yep. Hades sussing real fast. I'm gonna stick that there for now. Okay. Even Becca stays upright somehow.
The
Yay.
Voltron is advancing.
Oh, sweet lord. Alright, so how exactly are y'all entering this fucking frat party?
The doors fly open as Nicky Romero's Toulouse kicks in as the Voltron enters. Anton dramatically takes off his coat, throws it on the floor. He doesn't have any wallet on it, and it's in his jeans. He doesn't need it anymore.
Sage is
As
going
he
to go
proceeds
ahead
to
and
bop his head around. He
pick
bops
up
his head
the
around and high fives
code
it.
so he
Guy
doesn't
doesn't-
forget it
the guy-
later.
The guy doesn't know who Anton is, but feels somehow enlightened by that high five. Because Anton missed.
Here's the really important thing. Everyone is pretty much, I mean, with the exception of Sage, who, let's face it, it gets some cred by association. Everyone is just kind of spilling in here drunk. So there's no real questioning what you're doing here because you're drunk. So of course you're supposed to be here. Madness ensues, as I imagine at least one person is going for the fucking booze table. But yeah, I mean, it's a fucking frat party. I've never actually been to a frat party, but I assume there's music blaring in at least one area.
It's so loud in this place, and there are so many bodies, all of them talking about nothing. In some section of the building, people are attempting to dance to the loud music, which is a lot like watching angry jellyfish go to war.
This is artistic as fuck. Keep going.
Scattered throughout, but concentrated on one table in particular, is the hard liquor, none of which belongs to you, and yet none of which anyone's territorially claiming unless you try to walk away with the bottle. Mixed in are stupid mixer drinks with alcoholic volume that nobody's actually using to mix despite the superfluous number of red Solo cups. They're just mixing it in their mouth like angry penguins, heads to the sky, and then swallowing it. Occasionally, you'll see people do quirky things like some sort of weird slide that people mix alcohol in, and they're like, oh, we'll do the shot this way. Someone suggests body shots, but nobody goes for it.
Nice, Luge. Yes.
Nobody goes for it. No one. And then deeper in a place where people are smoking because there's probably an open window and fuck it, are the kegs. The kegs are already flat. No one cares. They were cheaper that way. No one knows how the kegs were acquired or even who tapped them. They are simply the kegs. They are simply there. There's an upsetting number of them, all tapped at once, mostly because at a certain point of drunkenness, the doing them in order thing loses all meaning. But this is not the most dangerous part of this party. The most dangerous part of this party is that all other areas, other than the kegs, which are likely centered in a kitchen, and the open area I described, are a labyrinthian maze to your drunk minds. You don't live here, but there are many doors with many rooms. Some of them serve no particular purpose. Perhaps they were a lounge. Perhaps there are people playing Xbox. Perhaps you opened the door to the broom closet. But sometimes you're opening doors to people's rooms, usually as you search for mythical object of mythical objects, a bathroom without a fucking bathroom sign on it. Everyone thinks they know where the bathroom is, but nobody gives you a straight answer because they're all wasted. You simply have to open doors. Now, some of them will be locked, and some of them, to your immense regret, won't be. In these occasions, there will be much screaming, and you will shut the door and feel awkward for about 5 seconds, knowing that you probably ruined somebody's mojo. But at this point, you've broken the seal. You need to pee. You need to find the bathroom. Eventually, you realize which room the bathroom is, because people are crowded, desperate, shaking, trying not to piss themselves outside. You don't know what's taking that one guy so long, but it's taking him forever. People accuse him of many things, from inadequacies in his parentage to being physically dead. However, this jackass has locked the door, so there's no real way of telling. And then when he finally comes out, no one thinks to yell at him anymore, because they're piling in, attempting to use the bathroom. Sometimes multiple people at a time. Sometimes only one quick-handed individual slides in, locks everyone out, and begins the cycle anew. The majority of you who are not female will simply go around the side of the building and piss on the wall.
Altercation number 1 begins. Because when Becca decides she needs to pee, and someone takes forever, fuck the line. And when that guy finally comes out, fuck him. He gets punched. Full on, square in the face, fucking punched. At which point, Becca now has command of the bathroom, because really, who's going to push past her? Dare I ask what the rest of you fucks are getting up to?
Well, because it is not safe to go to a party bathroom on your own, ever. Jane, of course, is supervising. By that, I mean following Becca into the bathroom she has now claimed. Because safety in numbers.
Safety in numbers is so real. And look
Bill
on the
has
bright
been
side, Jane
harangued.
actually gets access to the bathroom.
Bill has been harangued into doing a keg stand. He looks very undignified. All around him, you can hear people chanting, "Grandpa, Grandpa, Grandpa," as he guzzles down beer in a way that he frankly hasn't since 3 years ago.
How about you, Anton? What the fuck is Anton doing? Oh shit, did we lose him? The gift froze.
And Anton's activities remain a mystery to the rest of the group until he
Aha!
returns now and tells us.
Oh, there we go. He's back. What are you doing, Anton? Damn it.
Oh dear.
I think you froze again, Torna. Well, what is Sage doing while we're all being assholes?
Channeling his ancestors. For some strange reason, there is glow paint on his body, and he is mingling with the other bodies, grooving and dancing to the music. Nobody knows where this particular glow paint came from, but it's there now.
Do we really want to ask?
No, you don't. Obviously, you don't.
More than one instance of this glow paint is handprints. Bless his little heart. No. Torna.
Literally, no one knows how Bill got on the roof.
Because it's strange, because there's like no stairs up there, and nobody remembers like putting up a ladder at any point.
He's just there now, with 2 red Solo cups. Much like the lions from The Lion King, he is now the lord of all he sees.
And the really, really opportune thing is that the pool is just there. It's just there. I mean, a sane person would use like a diving board at this height to make sure that they go ahead and like cover the lip of the pool. But some jackasses are trying to go ahead and like dog you and bet you to go ahead and like make the 5 to 10 foot leap horizontally into the pool.
This is the circle of life.
Becca may not be on the roof, but she is cheering, and she is cheering loudly.
All right, here we go. What do I roll?
Oh, God.
Jane is also cheering.
Oh, Jesus Lord.
Sage is freaking the fuck out.
This could end
That's
so
funny.
poorly.
It's jumping, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Div, because you drank shit.
Yes, you may spend a willpower.
All right.
I will point out for your fucking structural integrity's stake.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the div, though?
Div, drunk ads. Shit. 1 second,
Plus-
actually.
Depends,
You just-
but while this is happening, you just hear, while everyone's shouting, it kind of like, there's that lull, and you just hear from Jane, do a flip!
Oh my god.
Sage really doesn't want to call an ambulance tonight. As he's continuing to see, oh, what the fuck? He's holding his hands in his hair, like pulling. Oh my god, no, no, please no.
You basically lose one of your dex dice.
All right, cool. I'll spend a willpower.
Oh lord.
That's a flip.
Oh my god, you do a flip. You did. That's 4 successes
Yeah.
with the willpower.
He does a flip.
Oh my god. Bill fucking runs screaming off the edge of the fucking roof. Somehow drunkenly flops into a flip and hits the pool. And I mean, you hit the water hard, but you didn't die.
However, as Bill comes out, he realizes, and he is fucking soaked. It's a
Yeah,
good thing he
yes.
left his phone in the car.
All right, what's Anton doing now that we got you back, buddy?
Okay. Where does everybody go?
We're outside at the pool.
Most of us are outside screaming as Bill launches off the roof into the pool because he decided to do keg stands and other regrettable things.
Okay. There is a dance floor, yes?
Oh yeah.
1 second. So, for some reason, I don't know who's going to spot him first, but the Lord of Shadows himself enters the floor. His pants are gone. Sage will find them on hanging up on a chair
God damn it.
in the fucking dressing gown that he totally stole from the person who owns the house.
God damn
Comes
it.
much like this, in the fluffy boxers and everything.
Found like some dude's girlfriend's robe. It's fucking beautiful.
Yep.
Like it's that scanty, barely covers the booty robe.
Yep. Comes out exactly like this, like, ladies! You know what I mean? Oh, yeah! You know, gyrating around the dance floor completely. I don't know who spots him first. I don't know if it's Becca. I don't know if it's not Bill. I don't know if it's Sage. I don't know if it's fucking Jane.
Fuck it, it's Jane.
Oh my god, yes. Let her be the first one to go back in for another drink.
She goes back in, attempts to go back in, and finally makes, her shot at going through the door. It happens. Success. Stumbles in, kind of like bounces off one of the guys, somebody, apologizing, turns around, and just kind of like the perfect parting, like Moses parting the Red Sea, like Anton parts the party drunk people. On the opposite side of the room, she just sees him open the dressing gown. And the look of just like, what?
Oh no, Torna. Please tell me you're still there, buddy.
Torna,
Oh, there we go.
take down the gift, dude. It's killing you.
Thank you, Google.
Hello
I
again.
admit, Google fucking gave me an error, so what was that? I said hi.
Yeah, continue on as Jane spots you and just proceeds to 404.
Oh, yeah. I will have to switch to a clear picture. But yes, I am gyrating in a woman's fucking dressing gown, wandering around in booty shorts.
The parting of the Red Sea of people as the two just like she looks at him. If he's seen it, that's who knows. But she recognizes him just like, oh my god, Anton's a stripper too.
I have no idea where I got these clothes.
Or those shades.
Yeah, this is a mystery to me.
Goes stumbling up towards him.
I mean, like, that's the thing, Anton. It's not got it. I imagine, you're getting some attention off the ladies because, I'm not a bad looking fella.
You're also wearing a dressing gown, which is just fucking hilarious, and these
Mhm.
bitches be drunk. Some of these men be drunk too and like, hey, that booty though. We're not exclusionary here. In fact, everyone has gotten attention. Even Grandpa there has gotten some attention. Sage, man, you're awfully receptive to that body paint, buddy.
Why are you? That's my bottom. That's my behind. I think at the end of it, he's just like covered in like handprints.
Mm-hmm.
It's just his torso, his bottom, his thighs, his back, his face.
Oh yeah.
Those instances where his face is painted are kind
You
of
had to rest
intense.
your shirt.
Oh yeah.
Grandpa Slam Ass Wasted is trying his best to ignore the females in the room.
They will not be ignored, Grandpa. They will not be ignored.
It's alright, I can make this worse.
I mean, if he spots Jane or Becca, he like immediately as that song kicks in, the Anton is just gyrating towards them. It's kind of hilarious looking.
Oh.
Alright, ladies. I understand that there is a certain demand, but I need to actually see, like, ID. You must be this tall to ride Bill.
Wow.
The "Aw" is in surround sound because come on, what kind of stiff checks IDs? I mean, if you're not careful, eventually one's gonna come up with the fucking ID in her fucking teeth, like, "Hey, girl."
At that point, Bill did not realize what was about to happen next.
Hold on, I have a picture for this.
You do?
Let me find this. I should really just keep this one like somewhere a lot easier, given how often I use it.
You do. You really do. Oh my lord.
Bill checks the ID. What is he getting into?
I mean, she's not a freshman.
I see. He's dealing with the most terrifying college student of all. The senior near the end of their time.
Yep.
Bill accepts this.
She does not help with your drinking problem. She also does not help with your attempts to keep women at bay. Mostly herself. Let's be fair. She gets territorial almost immediately. Like, nah, I scored this. Fuck off. Oh, God. Every time I do Link. Yeah, even Becca's dancing at this point. Fuck it. She doesn't seem to mind the body crush as much as she did initially. She's, fucking smashed, so... Oh, Lord. Jane has disappeared. Sage, you're the only one sober enough to roll alertness.
Oh dear. Let me roll
There's
this.
one thing that no one knows. What does the fox say?
Oh my god.
Gibberish.
That is an on-point alertness roll. Where the fuck does he find Jane?
He runs inside after getting slapped on the booty with some more paint a few more times. She is being led upstairs by the fairly handsome, what looks to be hipsterish guy, also sporting a similar leather jacket to hers, but she's too fucking drunk to even realize. She saw the beard and smelled the beard oil, and that was it.
Oh boy.
And she's being led upstairs.
I was just say, doesn't know whether or not to go ahead and like intervene or just stay where he is. So he's gonna go ahead and like stay where he is. Go ahead and make a mental note that that's another one he's got to go ahead and pick up after this. He sees like Bill over there getting groped, but he's like, at least I know where he is. She's going upstairs. Oh God, where is Anton and Becca?
They're still partially on the dance floor.
Becca's getting the hip roll seduction dance, which is it's like a fucking eel. It's just the funniest thing you've ever seen.
Okay.
Imagine an epileptic eel trying to gyrate.
So you can see like Sage like counting on his fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he's got a head count all set up.
This video is outrageous and I can't.
That's basically what Anton is doing, though, in so many words. Just gyrating around like a fucking madman, probably near Becca, on Becca, everywhere. Just everywhere gyrating.
Becca is a hazard to the health of the people around her. She does not dance like a fucking civilized person. She dances like she's trying to kill someone.
Basically, they're doing that video.
God, I hope not. The more I watch, the more scared I get. Oh my fucking God.
So what am I seeing, Katie, with the higher low roll?
Nothing, actually.
Oh, she told.
There was an off chance. Actually, you know what? Let's do one more. Because you are back in her neck of the woods again. Oh, Jesus Lord.
Oh, no.
You give me a severely inebriated fucking perception alertness. Which means you will lose at least one die.
Oh. I lost a die. Do you want me to re-roll that?
Did you get more than one success?
Nah, I failed.
Yeah, reroll it with one less die.
Okay. Ah! I actually see it.
Oh God, help her. Second worst night of her life.
I thought it was going to be somebody else. No,
No,
God.
you didn't make the roll for that one.
Oh, he put his
And-
arm around Becca. Oh my God, look, it's the lady.
And for what it's worth, Sage, she has contributed to your body paint collection. She is also the one who seems to be dealing pot to all the fucking potheads. You've
As
also
she
seen
do.
her feed a couple people pills after an
As she
exchange
do.
of beautiful hard cash.
Oh no, drunk Anton. Oh Jesus, I'm gonna waddle over there.
You know what she's gonna do? She's gonna roll an alertness first. To be fair. Oh, Jesus. Help her. Nope, she doesn't even see you coming. She's putting
Waddle,
a pill
waddle.
on someone's tongue as you, like, get up close to her.
Waddle, 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 waddle. Hello there.
She jumps a quarter of a mile. Oh! Hey!
Hey, buddy.
Are you, like, listing to one side as you're trying to be
Yeah.
intimidating?
Buddy. Nearly
There-
falls
there-
over. Straightens
There's
back
the
up.
most kind of doubtful look.
Hey, buddy.
Hey!
How you been? Looks around for Becca, like, where the fuck is my life? Then looks back.
Doing good. Is that that girl you were with last time? She kind of points back beyond you.
Yeah, no, that was a different girl.
Oh, great. There's that little terse grin of, man, I wish you turned around. Essentially,
Gives a smile like, yeah. Can I have your pills?
what? Yeah. How many?
All of them.
What?
You heard me.
I thought you wanted me to turn a good buck, man.
I did. But I want all of them. Well, just the pills, not the weed. You're fine. All right, fine. Fine. 3/4.
She rubs her face for a second. How many people did you even come with?
A lot. The whole gang's here, actually.
Oh. Lie. Lie like you've never lied before, Torna.
Am I lying, though? The whole gang is here. That's the thing. I'm not lying. The gang is here.
The impression you're trying to give her is untrue, sir.
Okay.
Mister, the whole gang is here.
The whole
Boy.
Ah!
I mean, you're still a good liar, so what are you worried about?
With this, I don't know what my specialty is, but I'm sure it applies. Even with my higher
Isn't it
diff.
charming?
Yeah.
That's still 5 successes, even without your thing popping.
Yep.
You're not getting charming on her. I'm sorry.
I don't think it's charming. I don't think. Let me see. The war 20's reloading and stuff. I'm not gonna bother. It won't apply. I don't think.
Let me take a little sneaky peek. Yeah, your manip specialty is charm.
Well then, no, I wouldn't pop.
That's still 5 successes. And she kind of goes, yeah, okay. Jesus. Like, there is the sus glance around. Sage, are you taking any interest
Wherever.
in this? The only person who's sober enough to really notice.
A little bit. I probably won't get close enough to like hear the conversation, but I'll be far enough to go ahead and like see them interact for a hot second and then the end of the interaction. But I will not know the context or the details.
I was going to say, do you want a P&E to get a general body language gist?
Yes. Sorry. You asked for P&E, and I got excited. Oh! How many successes did I get? All of them.
She starts off nervous. She quickly goes from nervous to outright, like, edgy scared. So you will see, like, an interaction that's it's weird to think she could be this upset with Anton, like, kind of wobbling at her. But whatever just happened, she proceeds to dig into her pockets, shove a bag into his hand, and quickly try to make her escape.
Bye, waves.
Yeah, she fucks right out of the entire building.
Sage will go ahead and subtly follow her. My curiosity is piqued.
Okay. You can do that. Let's see if she even notices. There's a good chance she does, unless you're being snicky.
Let's say I am, just for the sake of a roll. I could botch. It'd be funny.
It would. Do eat.
Nope, but I get 2 successes.
Okay, so you do have a point of stealth. Yes. Okay, so you're good. Yeah, you follow her. She quickly fucks off. Like, she was playing as if she was a little high, maybe a little tips. It is that illusion shatters. And she quick paces it, seeming to know the layout of the place pretty well, slips out the closest door. And once she's outside, pitches a glance behind and finally kind of ups it to that kind of half-assed little jog step to kind of hike back over to her car, kind of rifling through her pockets. You see her pull out at least one good wad of cash.
All right. Does it look like she's getting out her keys for the car?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Sage will go ahead and back off at that point, simply because he's not going to go ahead and get any more details by breaking into this woman's vehicle.
Yeah. I mean, she pretty quick, if you stand back and kind of keep an eye. Yeah, she quickly hops into her fucking car, takes a minute. Like, you can tell she's like going through the pockets, maybe playing with her phone, punches the steering wheel at least once, and finally just kind of tears the fuck out of there.
All right. Sage understands that this is like Anton's thing. Anton, being the Lord of Shadows, obviously has a lot of like nerdy work underneath the bright lights. So he just goes ahead and like backs off, goes back to the party. He has his own duty, which is to make sure that these chuckle fucks like come back at some point whole.
Anton waddles over to Becca.
Waddles gracefully.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, smooth
She
as silk.
is leaning against a door frame because it makes her look slick, not at all like she is holding herself upright.
Hey,
Yeah, what?
holds up the bag of pills.
She just sticks her tongue out.
Yeah, take one out and put it on her tongue. Where's Bill?
She points in a rough direction.
Okay. Where's Jane?
Eyes kind of roll back and she gives a lazy shrug.
Oh, fuck it. Do you want to dance? Pops a pill in his mouth.
Nods.
Well then. Dramatic strip. You know what I mean? It's the fucking... Keep in mind, I've done all of this while in the fucking...
The dressing gown goes flying!
So I'm just in the fluffy boxers. Like, there's this big dramatic, like, wind as the dressing gown probably flies. Sage sees it mid-soar.
No, it
Well,
lands.
that's not originally his, so I don't have to go ahead and grab it.
Oh,
It's gonna
God.
stay on the floor.
What's Jane doing?
Jane. Jane is currently having some. She's playing Naked Twister.
I thought you were about to have her reemerge. You continue with your horizontal mambo.
These things take time, Katie.
There's a delicate process occurring.
That's occurring.
I mean, it depends on how well you picked your partner, really.
Hey, he used beard oil.
That's true.
Doesn't matter if she's too wasted to remember it anyway. But hey,
All right, Bill.
Bill,
Bill, you have been staked and claimed by one of the senior girls.
that is apparently what's happening right now.
Oh, it's happening.
Good for Bill.
Bill, like, finds himself in the fucking utility room.
There's nothing like the smell of poorly used tools and farm supplies to get the mojo going.
Hey, I'm in the utility room, like, where the washer dryer are. It smells like dryer sheets. It's fresh.
There's nothing like dryer sheets and Tide Pods to get the mojo going.
Exactly.
That mystery smell that all washer dryer combos develop over time.
Oh, God.
Mojo.
Oh, God. Sage, buddy. Sage. What are you doing with your life?
Sage doesn't understand what he's doing with his life. Sage has been groped, has been painted. He's like flustered, stimulated, but he has no want to go ahead and indulge these sensations with these strangers. I know.
Standards, you say?
Not standards, but more like, well, you're imagine this. Girl comes up, painted all over him. Sage just goes like, oh no, you're no, it's not that you're not cool, it's not that you're not pretty, but I'm just not like, not tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe you find somebody else for a hot second as he tries to extricate himself. For some reason, he
You
just
have at
oozes.
least one phone number painted on your arm.
Of course.
Oh, God. And yeah, Anton and Becca be under several kinds of influence right now. If you're lucky, they'll stumble into a corner.
Avert your eyes, Sage. I don't want to see this.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Sage
that's
looks on the dance floor like, oh, like covers his eyes and turns around. No. As what happens for Sage for thematic reasons, because fucking it's that type of house party. As Anton and Becca hit a corner, the big fluffy boxers fly and just fly past his head.
well. There's a lot of grinding going on with clothes, and then without clothes.
Yep.
Okay. He's just keeping a head count in his head. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where the hell is the fourth one? He says as he goes ahead and hears the bum 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 from upstairs. Up there. Up there.
There she is.
Oh
So
my
unless something disastrous about to happen, Katie, I don't know what you've got planned. 'cause
Oh
this is gonna be
god,
comedy galore.
I had one thing that could have happened, but you did not roll high enough. Let's You know what? I will turn to my friend Bob, who has been to frat parties. What is the most disastrous thing?
The most disastrous thing that it could occur at a frat party is known as the presence of police officers, because most of these people, well, most of them are up to things they shouldn't be up to.
All right, guys, high or low?
I'm not going to be responsible.
My roller, baby. High roller, baby.
Apparently, we're high rollers.
Okay.
Always high rollers. High rollers. Fuck.
We were not high rollers.
We're still high rollers. We just didn't roll high. Okay.
No, we're not.
Okay. Well, you know what that means, kids. You don't even get the courtesy of sirens and shit. The door, y'all don't even necessarily realize. Well, actually, I'll give fucking Sage. Sage, give me an alertness check to see if you pick up before everyone else does, because everyone else is under the influence.
Oh, dear.
I will give you this save, and you
Look.
may spend willpower if you like.
Yes, please.
Jane is currently under someone else right now, so
1, 2, 3, 4.
They are smart enough that there's not a lot of noise involved. The entire party has not really gotten alert to the presence of these nice uniformed men yet, but they're there, coming in the door.
Oh, God. I'm going to go ahead and run towards Bill. Bill! Cops!
What?
The red and white lights, man! Cops!
Well, then I guess you guys better clear out.
Okay!
Go get the others and clear out. I don't have anything to fear here.
Running towards the Anton who's on the dance floor. Or in the corner. Bumping and grinding. He goes,
Look over. Now is not the time, Sage. Jump, jump, jump.
Cops! You horny mofo!
I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea. How much does Molly fuck with your senses and your ability to respond to shit like that? Oh, Torna's internet hates him today. You there, buddy?
Oh, no.
Oh, it's being a dick.
Oh, no.
Does anyone else have any idea? Are you still with me, Tom? Am I still with me?
what?
Oh! God
What?
damn it.
What's going on?
trying to determine how much Molly influences your ability to respond to things like someone screaming cops at a party.
I don't fucking know.
Well,
I don't do drugs. I am responsible.
That's nice.
this is true, but a lot of people have roleplayed it and have looked it up. I am not one of those people.
I will tell you that in my knowledge of young people getting up to something, congregating to get up to something they're not supposed to get up to, the mere intimation that police officers are anywhere nearby
Chaos.
is enough to cause complete and utter chaos.
Oh boy. Well, they're at the door, so we'll say that Sage got the drop to at least try to get his people out, though they are immensely distracted at the moment. But between the fact that there are no shit coming in the door and the fact that Sage is screaming cops over the music, hell breaks loose.
We are using the Insanity Marines and just shape changers. We are leaving. Just pounding into the door that apparently Jane maybe or maybe not having the time of her life.
I don't know. It's a door. You're pounding on it.
Are you going to say anything, or you're just
No.
going to pound on the door?
I'm pounding on the door saying, dude, cops.
What you see, what you get first of all is the sight of the door flies open. Sage, you get a face full of hairy chest as a man about 6'1" comes running out, stark bollock naked, just carrying his clothes in front of his wiener, kind of running down. And what you see through the room, probably the guy's parents' bedroom, because you know what, even while drunk, she's still got some kind of class. She's a classy hoe. And such, you see Jane's bare ass, well, almost bare ass, as she's just pulling up the jeans and puts on the leather jacket. No, nothing else on her upper body other than the jacket. Effectively just jumping out this fucking window.
Okay.
And I will make a roll for that.
Please give me that roll.
Do I lose dice again? I think I do.
I assume you're drunk, so you're already down 1 point of dex and 1 point of perception.
And plus failed nightmares, so I'm down another dice.
Jesus.
And she fucking nails it.
Yeah.
You are exceptionally lucky with a roll like that. And there's like that, fucking, what's it called? Not scaffolding. Is it called scaffolding? Shit for roses and shit to climb on.
Oh, yeah.
There's
yeah.
some shit there for you to clamber down.
Vine frames.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it's called. Alright, Anton. Your buddy Sage has run up and screamed, fucking cops!
Okay.
Everyone at the party's going nuts.
First thing I do is pull on my pants, grab Becca by the hand, take out all the drugs, fire them up in the air so it sprays everywhere. Which means people and cops are going to go fucking nuts. I will blow a rage to clear the distance towards one of the windows, holding on to Becca.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, so give me a strength athletics, because you're trying to essentially carry Becca along with you?
I'll spend a willpower on this. Fuck it. In my inebriated
Yeah,
state.
Well, yeah, and you're not actually down on strength. Bill just calmly fucking saunters out. That is 2 with the willpower.
Yes. 2.
Yeah, you get to the window. Are you going out it?
Looks at Becca. Cheese it! You know what I mean? I'll
Oh,
open
Lord.
it. Yeah.
Please open it. If you smash
I
it,
do.
we're going to start taking lethal.
I will open the door, open the window, but I will say cheese it. You know, probably holding on to her.
Oh yeah. I was gonna ask. I don't know how Molly how much it incapacitates your ability to react, but yeah, she is.
If anything, we're way too hype off the adrenaline. Like we're aware, but we're way too fucking excited. Like I think I probably actually will go through the window because it inebriates your recklessness, so I'll probably have to take lethal. So
all right, roll me your soap, buddy. We'll see how bad you get scratched up. Yeah, you get a little nicked up. You'll take 1 point of lethal. Becca will take 2, clambering behind you. Because she cannot soak lethal. So the 2 of you cheese it out a fucking window.
So for Sage and Jane, who are making their amazing, professional calamities, make all she hears cheese it, like Superman. Anton puts his hand through the elbow first through the window and dives through.
Bill's just kind of walking around the side of the house at this point, scratching the back of his head. He burps.
All right.
Sage for his part is gonna go ahead and drop the last few feet. He's got a bag over his shoulder. Has most of y'all's discarded junk. He's gonna go ahead and race towards the goddamn car.
How many items of clothing?
Bill just walks.
Is Anton holding on to Becca's speeds Bible? You'll never take me alive!
All right, Jane, how's your mad dash going?
So, as Jane has nimbly managed to climb down onto the ground floor, the feeling of the cold brick on her feet, of course, she has lost her shoes as well. She begins running around with someone as, all intents and purposes, titties to the breeze and all. She begins looping around the side of the house. It kind of bumps into the back of Bill, who's just kind of bleh.
Bill just kind of turns around. He's like, "Oh, hey there, neighbor. Hold on. Swear I humped myself sober." And he leans down and zips up Jane's jacket for her. There you go, bud.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Just stick with me. And he casually puts his arm around her shoulder.
So, just yep. I am here now. This is fine.
And Bill stops at the corner, right before we're gonna turn around to the front yard, and takes a peek out to see how the cops are doing.
Most of the cops are inside at this point because, wouldn't you know it, illegal drugs have been flung everywhere.
Oh, not to mention all the people they've already nabbed for any number of misdemeanors and other such.
There's only so many cops, and there's a lot more kids than cops.
All right, yeah, they're busy. And so the last thing you see is Bill and Jane just quietly walking up, getting into the car, and Bill looks at everybody else and says, "We should go to Waffle House."
Yeah, we should. Anton's bopping from side to side with Becca. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Anton and Jane end up spilling into the fucking car. Sage is the only person with brain enough to be just booking it with his bag full of all of Anton's clothes, Jane's shoes, probably Becca's jacket. Really, she's probably just hanging out in a sports bra at this point.
I think at this moment, Sage is readjusting the rear view mirror, where he goes ahead and looks at the back of his hand, which strangely enough has a lip smear of body paint on it for some odd reason. He just goes ahead and says, "I love all you fuckers so much. Waffle House, a good idea. We're going to Waffle House now."
We're going to Waffle House, and then I'm still coming up, so me and Becca are going to bed, and then I don't know what's going to happen. Let's go to Waffle House. Let's go. Holy shit, Sage, look at my arm. He shows him. He's fucking glass in it.
Nice.
Okay, we're going to stop for a hot second, and I'm going to go ahead and look at that. You might not think it, but my aunt was a nurse, okay?
Totally just pull that out.
Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out. Don't put. I got it. He's gonna like try to find a dark road to go ahead and like drive on into for a hot second, just to like park.
You know
He's-
what? The cops are distracted right now. You can totally pull into an alley.
You'll never take me alive.
Stop saying that! Sage is like trying to shout over him. He's gonna try to grab your arm. You go ahead and look at the giant fucking shard of glass in it and say, okay.
I did an deliberate plan. I threw the molly everywhere,
No,
And then-
okay.
and then
I believe that.
and then we ran through the window. Well, I ran through the window. Becca, oh shit, Becca, looks over.
Becca has been in his lap since they got into the car and aptly distracted, but she is definitely bleeding.
Okay.
She's actually bleeding more than Anton is.
Okay, Anton, go. He's gonna go ahead and like point to the front of the car. You're gonna sit over there for me for a hot second. Becca, come over here.
Sage,
What?
don't cockblock me.
I'm not clock blocking you. I'm making sure you don't die.
I'll be fine.
You can roo after I make sure that she doesn't bleed over my back seat. Okay, sit down.
You'll be fine.
Looking to
Sage.
Becca like
At which point Becca has finally realized is just kind of looking down at her. I'm like, oh shit.
okay, Becca, just sit on the hood for me for a hot second. And Sage is gonna go into the back trunk, try to pop up a little kit to go ahead and like make sure that this doesn't like that he can go ahead and like stop the bleeding for a hot second. Comes back up, the kit with, like red
Yeah, you can
cross on
coax
it.
her out. You can coax her out.
Okay.
The downside of her being shirtless right now is, she took some nasty gashes clambering out a broken window.
Okay. You're gonna do a little bit of triage. Go ahead and treat these mofos. I got 2 dots of medicine.
Go ahead and see if you can at least get her to stop bleeding. I don't know how much of a first aid kit he keeps in the car.
Mental math and a willpower, because why not?
Okay.
One,
I'll see
2, 3, 4.
You get her bandaged up, you stem the bleeding. She just kind of looks vague, like kind of dazed the whole time. Probably at points reaches up like, holy shit, look at the paint. Like,
Yeah, I know the paint sucks. I know you can see the from underneath. I know.
she's looking at the paint on your body, bro.
Oh, well, yeah, it's all over him in handprints and like finger points, lips. It's fucking all over. For some reason, there's like a footprint like on the back, small of his back. He'll go ahead and repeat the gesture with Anton, probably like not having to go ahead and do a lot because his natural fucking resilience to lethal damage make sure that the shards of glass is only like pinpricking him compared to what Becca was going through. So he just holds the shard of glass and yanks the fuck back.
Ooh.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I think you're good. You're good. I think.
Oh
He
no,
goes
I'm
ahead and
good.
Patches up.
I'm good. I'm great. In fact, I'm even better than great. You know why
Yeah.
Sage claps a bloody handprint, so Sage gets like a bloody handprint on his cheek.
Of course he
On
does.
his face. You know why, Sage? You know why?
Why?
Because I'm high as fuck.
That's cool. Awesome. And he's gonna go ahead and push the 2 Ludbirds together for a hot second and push them back into the back of the car.
Oh God.
They relatch like fucking Velcro.
If they're gonna get free together, okay, awesome. But at least now they're not bleeding, and at least they're now in a transport. We're going to Waffle House.
The turn into the Waffle House there. You doing okay, Jane? You doing okay, buddy? And he like pinches her cheek, pulls a little bit.
As the Warthog Run plays as we're driving away.
Damn. Jump.
Ugh.
You got cheek pinched.
By Bill. He's like, "You okay there, buddy?"
Just kind of, pinches her cheek, looks at you. That. Think I'm sobering up. Mhm.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty much there. He's not
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, no, my eyes hurt. They hurt a lot. Oh god.
Well, I think the most important thing here today is that none of us got arrested.
No.
I mean, I was literally never in any danger of being arrested, but the important thing here today is none of you got arrested.
These are true words that are spoken by you.
All right, turn in there.
He goes ahead and like pulls in as the big yellow and black letters of Waffle House goes ahead and like plaster neon.
And like every Waffle House, there's nobody else in there except for one dude who's vaguely threatening and the actual staff members.
That's where the guru eat.
Of course, because these guys all have like fucking 5 to 6 willpower because they've seen some shit.
That one vaguely threatening dude. It's you, Bill.
Oh my god. Okay, so Bill knows what he's doing in a Waffle House. He knows what to order and in what quantity at a certain level of cheapness. He had been planning to spend this on alcohol today, but all of his alcohol today has been free. So I don't actually know what's on the menu at a Waffle House. I've never been inside of one.
Waffles.
Prob's Waffle House.
Yes.
Prob's Waffles in the Waffle House.
Oh god.
I have
All I
been
know is that
vaguely
they have loaded
told.
hash browns.
Yeah,
and
I've
that
been
is what
told
you
there are
eat when
hash
you're
browns.
drunk.
I can intuit that there are waffles involved as well in the Waffle House.
One might assume that most breakfast type foods are available at a Waffle House. I'm pretty sure there are eggs involved.
So, it's a bunch of guru with the drunk munchies. They're gonna get the yes amount of food.
Bill's just like, I want all of this. Waves the menu, slaps it down.
Now, I think what you heard was a lot of bacon and eggs. But what I said to you was give me all of the bacon and eggs that you have.
The staff is skeptical. You start slamming cash down on the counter. They become much less skeptical.
Sage, for his part, sitting on one of those swivel stools, waiting for his food.
Anton doesn't come in. He's not come down yet. You don't need to eat when you're high up. You have to only eat during the come down.
Oh god.
So how's Jane doing there, buddy? Because that means Becca's not leaving the car either. Sage, I'm
She-
sorry.
She,
But I'm not sorry.
although
His back seat will become an issue on the morrow.
Although the other two have ordered monstrous amounts of food, Jane has a cup of coffee and is staring down into it while holding onto the side of her head because, man, this is starting to hurt now. I haven't slept. I was hungover. Then I got drunk and now I'm double hungover. And it's getting... And
Bill is a human disaster. Bill eats the bacon. Bill eats the eggs. Bill eats all the fucking bacon and eggs. There are loaded hash browns involved. He's turning the waffles into bacon, egg, hash brown sandwiches.
Oh my god,
The
that's
syrup.
delicious.
It's like this horrific fucking Frankenstein of food, but it's efficient. He's definitely utilizing those little pockets for syrup waffles, having them to, and that's like the dressing to all of this is the under syrup. And it is just fucking disgusting to watch.
There's a spoon, there's waffles, there's eggs, there's a fork and a knife. Here's a plate, which is the most important part of this particular operation. As Sage just
Goddamn right it is.
lifts up the fucking plate and shovels the food into his mouth.
But Bill just looks around and is like, man, it's a good thing I don't have a meeting tomorrow.
I thought you did, but Abby told me you did.
Hold on.
No, Bob.
Fuck.
Bob. As Freaks begins to play, Bill's face just becomes this. As the music stops.
That is beautiful.
Oh God.
As Jane still there, looking down, because seeing this ungodly concoction of food being shoveled into Bill's mouth would probably make her feel even worse. You know what? I would sit in the car, but yeah, you know what? I hope those leather seats.
You know they're not leather seats. They're not leather.
They're not leather.
No.
Oh God. Have fun with that, buddy.
It's fine. It's fine. Thanks for the concern, but it's fine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm tapping out. I'm done.
Yeah. Don't worry. You can collapse. We'll drag you back, and Anton and Becca will look after you as they're over you.
No,
Hope you don't end up in the splash zone.
No, you know what? I've been in the splash zone enough tonight.
Okay.
So, I would like to imagine that as the saddest congregation of people, like coming off of being drunk and what have you, just fucking drifts as like the fucking Flying Dutchman back to the mansion.
Flying Dutchman.
We can probably end our scene.
Of all the vehicles, you chose the Flying Dutchman.
The fucking car comes over the mountainside.
Fucking flying out in a ghostly mist. Ooh.